Oh, I just realized that I was not live there that whole time. Sweet. I had the whole countdown and going and everything. Sometimes it allows me to start the stream on OBS and then it automatically starts on YouTube. Other times it makes me hit go live on YouTube. I don't know why it does that. So let me restart with my intro. Welcome to the Midweek Monster Mash, Episode 6, The Dunes of Doom. We are heading to the desert, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to be fighting some fun desert creatures tonight. They're not, some of them aren't specifically desert, but you can find them in a desert. Doom. Yeah, I should have see, I gotta find out how the streamers get the real deep echoes and such, and get that cool sound effect that gives me a deep voice. But we're gonna have some fun tonight. We are using a map that I made in preparation for Midweek Monster Mash altogether. So that'll be fun too. Rick, what's going on? Mr. Monster, rooting for the monsters himself. What up, what up? So yeah, we are going to be doing Episode 6, Midweek Monster Mash, The Dunes of Doom. Let's go ahead and get into our intro here, where we're going to pull up some of our Joey the Third, welcome to the stream. We're actually switching over right now so I can explain who we've got. So for the heroes tonight, fighting on the side of the heroes, we have what seems to be coming up to be a crowd favorite, Zendar the Centaur. Then we have another returning creature. We have Clayton the Clay Golem. He has not been back in a couple weeks, so I thought this would be a good return around the desert here. Then following Clayton, we have Caesar Slad, the Green Slad. This guy's just a maniac, so he'll be fun to play with. Then we have another returning guest. We have Thick Chin Chad, the champion, who's going to come in doing some serious damage. Following Chad, we have... what's his name? Shoot. I can't think of his name right now. It goes with Shadar Kyle. Shadar Kyle, the Shadar Kai Shadow Dancer. Shadar Kyle, thank you, DJ Widget. And then finally, tailing off the crew, I did not bring the healer this week. Instead, we have someone who did an insane amount of damage last week with some extra actions. We have Aang, the Elemental Cultist. And so, this group tonight will be playing in the desert. The Dunes of Doom, we call it. And we're going to be fighting several creatures. We've got a Cyclops Oracle that could cause some serious trouble. Of course, there's no image here. I'd have to switch over to the other thing. So we've got a Cyclops Oracle. We have a young blue dragon. Also can be problematic. We have a null demoniac. Demoniac? I don't know how I'd say that. Demoniac. We had to have a null in here. It's a desert. Come on. And then, down at the bottom here, we have the Warlock of the Fiend, who has some pretty cool stuff. Then we've got a Howler. Howlers are just sketchy looking, man. And finally, coming up at the end, we have the Lost Sorrow Sworn. So, these are all of our creatures tonight. One of the differences that I made tonight, you'll notice we have another screen up on your screen. I went back and I watched some of the Midweek Monster Mash, and I noticed that you guys are left a little out of the loop when I'm rolling the dice. You see the dice roll, you don't see the result, or whether or not it hits, or what the damage is. So, I added a screen that's basically just the chat box, where you're now going to see what the rolls actually equate to. You'll see the rolls on the screen, and then you'll see what that resulted in, whether that be an amount of damage, or whether or not it hit. You're going to see all of that, and you're going to be able to see the details. So, that's the biggest update for the week. Other than that, the only difference is now the big bosses that can be sent in tonight are an ancient blue dragon for the enemies, because ancient blue dragons are obviously going to live in the desert, or an ancient white dragon, because fire and ice, hot and cold, figured we'd bring in an ancient white dragon. So, anyway, that is the beginning of the event. Let's go over to our epic combat music for the night, and let's go ahead and roll our NPC initiatives. You're going to see a lot of dice popping up on screen. These are all the initiatives coming in. All right, it looks like we've got a couple heroes in the top 3, but the young blue dragon is also going to be going in the top 3. So, we go ahead and begin combat, and it says end combat. Oh, hold on. There you go. Perfect. All right. So, up first. Oh, hold on. I should be able to. There we go. up first, we have Fiction Chad, starting the battle off strong. So, Chad, looking at the enemies ahead, seeing this giant Cyclops creature, seeing this gnoll, weird-looking thing, and seeing the dragon coming out of the cave, Chad is going to book it towards this gnoll demoniac. I'm not going to be good at saying this. So, he runs forward, sword in hands. He's dual-wielding, and he's going to go ahead and target the gnoll. And we'll go ahead and roll our swords. Really, Adam, welcome to the stream. We are watching Chad attack this gnoll. Let's go ahead and roll our normal attack for the first one. So, he rolls a 14 plus 9, equates to a 24. Hopefully you guys can see the result now. You can. Excellent. So, that definitely is going to hit. So, let's go ahead and roll our damage. Hello to you as well. So, this is, Rick, welcome. So, he does 15 points of damage to the gnoll demoniac. And he gets 2 more attacks with his greatsword. Because I believe multi-attack is 3. Yes, he makes 3. So we'll go ahead and roll. Oh, I'm doing extra damage here. Oh, that's fine, because I should have. So when he hits with over half his health, KW Para, welcome to the stream. When he hits with over half of his health, he does extra damage. So he did an extra 8. So he's going to get 2 more. We'll go ahead and roll these. So really, Adam, what we're doing here is an epic battle between monsters and heroes, but you, as the viewers, can actually change what happens in the battle. Every 2,000 likes helps the monsters out. No, helps the heroes out, gives them an advantage roll. Every 10,000 brings in a new monster. So if you want to help either side, you can do so. Also, the stickers and the gifts do things, so you guys can actually control what happens here. All right, and we're going to go ahead. He definitely hits on his second one. His third one also hits. So Chad comes in strong, out here in the desert, feeling the heat, charging this gnoll. So he does 11 damage. And then I'm just gonna do the damages separately. While he's above half HP, it's a little hard to roll the extra damage at the same time. Another 11, and then we do the bonus damage for being above half of his health. So do that, which is another 6, and finally 1 more set of damage. Chad comes up and just obliterates this gnoll. Now the gnoll's fine, don't get me wrong, but what about bringing in a Tarrasque? What do you need from me, friend? Okay. The Tarrasque is an option. It's right there, right now. The Tarrasque is the Phoenix thing. If you brought in a Tarrasque, you'd be wild. I'll tell you that right now. I don't even know what I would do. I would run off camera for a hot second. Probably throw up. Okay, so that is Chad's turn. Now, the young blue dragon, seeing fresh meat come running up in front of his cave, he begins to climb out of the cave, claws digging into the sand. Now, he's actually not going to use his breath weapon right away, because he doesn't have creatures lined up yet. So he's going to come up to Chad, and I think what he's going to do here is he's going to do some rend attacks. So plus 9, reach is 10 feet. Oh, so actually he's not even going to get this close. He has no need to. No need to. So we'll go ahead and do our rend. I think he gets 3, if I remember correctly. Dragon makes 3 rend attacks. All right, here we go. Normal attack to start it. We've got a 9 plus 9 is 18. That will definitely hit. Although Chad, I think he's right around that. This one might miss. Yeah, he was an 18. That's right. So he misses the second time. So hold on. My computer's trying to restart. We're going to pick... let's go with Sunday. Schedule restart. Okay. And then we roll 1 more attack here. What do we got? Oh, that's definitely going to hit. It went from like 11, bounced back. I wasn't sure. So he hits twice. So we'll do the damage twice to Chad as this dragon comes up. What does rend mean, by the way? Hot Dog, welcome to the stream. So he hits once, and then the dragon's going to slide in 1 more time with a rend attack. I want to say he bites him, but I don't think that's a rend. I don't know what rend means. Sorry, let me exit that. There we go. So he does 19 and then 16 damage to Chad, who's just kind of eating these rend attacks from this dragon. So that's the end of the dragon's turn, as he's going to kind of wait there, ready to strike once more. Now, off to the other side, standing on this rickety bridge, rend means to tear apart violently, so it's likely claw attacks. Interesting. What an interesting thing they went with. So Shadar Kyle standing on this rickety bridge, looking down at the group ahead, seeing the Warlock and the Sorrowsworn. Tyler Lucero, welcome to the stream. He is going to, he's got a little bit of range. He's got his spiked chains that have a 10-foot range. So he's going to run up to this Sorrowsworn. Actually, no, he's going to go up to the Warlock Fiend, to right about there. And he is going to do his 3 attacks with his chains. And let's go ahead and make those. And they will need to save for each of them. So we're going to start. Man, we are rolling relatively high on the dice tonight already. So that's 1. Does a 17. That definitely hits. Let's go ahead and roll our other 2 to see if they hit. A nat 1. First nat 1 of the night. I got to come up with something that happens on a nat 1 on the stream. And then we're going to do our 3rd attack. Will he hit? Ooh, a 2. Okay, just as I say, we're doing good on the rolls tonight. Don't forget, over on TikTok, every 2,000 likes help the heroes with an advantage roll. Every 10,000 brings in a new monster. Same over on YouTube. Every like helps the heroes. Every 10 brings in a new monster. So he only hits once. So they do need to make a save for the spiked chain attack to see if they get some extra bleh. Germ says, let's go monsters. We got somebody rooting for monsters. Talking nerd. Oh, talk nerdy to me. That's hilarious. I like that. So let's go ahead and do the dexterity saving throw from the Warlock. He will save. He will save. All right. So we still get to do our damage for the spike chain attack. Do our damage. You guys are seeing all these numbers pop up on your screen now, right? You guys can actually see the effects and everything. So we apply that 10 damage, and it did save. So it doesn't get to suffer any of the other ones. Excellent. Thanks, William. Appreciate it. I wait all week just to watch this when I'm able to get off work in time. Hey, I appreciate it. I wait all week for this, too. I love this thing. Does he have any other... He's got the bonus action. He could shadow jump. Oh, no, he's got to be in dim light. Must be in dim light or darkness. Yeah. So he is not. He is in bright desert sunlight, baby. So up next, we have the Cyclops Oracle. So the Cyclops Oracle has some fun stuff. Kate, what's going on? So the Cyclops makes... Screw loose, welcome to the stream. The Cyclops makes 3 attacks using Radiant Strike or Flash of Light in any combination. Radiant Strike is a melee attack, reach 10 feet of radiant damage. Flash of Light, range 120 feet. I don't think he's going to get closer. I think that he's going to fire off at Caesar Slad. So let me go ahead and zoom out for you here so you can see what we're talking about. So he's got Caesar Slad, the little green guy in the bottom corner. Benjamin Stewart, welcome to the stream. He's going to fire off this Flash of Light. Let's see if he hits. Roll a 5. Oh, he does not hit, but he gets 3. So we get 2 more attacks. We are close to 1,000 likes in TikTok already. We are at 5 likes in YouTube already. Oh, that definitely hits. A 27. And he gets 1 more. So he's firing off 3 shots of light over at Caesar Slad, who's preparing for his turn. And he does hit with 2. So let's go ahead and do our damage rolls. No nat 20 or anything at the moment. So let's apply that. And go ahead and do another one. Oh, golly. 18 there. And then just to check, and the target has disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of the Cyclops' next turn. Okay, Tim Maxwell, welcome to the stream. Noel Demoniac, don't forget you can affect what happens in the battle here. You can, every 2,000 likes helps the heroes with an advantage roll. Every 10,000 brings in a new monster, which I find TikTok tends to like helping the monsters out. Okay, so the Noel, he's got Abyssal Strike, Hunger of Yinagu, Cube of Magical Darkness. Not worried about the darkness. Although, we need to use that. Viking saying, welcome to the stream. So we're going to start off simple. We're going to go 2 Abyssal Strike attacks against Chad. Because Chad came up and did some serious damage to this guy. And he's not happy about it. So he needs to target him. And let's go ahead and roll for our attack. You keep adding heroes that need non-bright light. Sabbath the Black last week, Shadar Kyle this week. Yeah, I really don't think about it too much when I add these heroes, to be honest with you. I should start thinking about it a little more. Oh, that's a big 25 to hit. So he only hits 1 out of 2. Let's go ahead and roll our damage. And the damage is quite a few dice here. He does 22 damage. Once again, don't forget, if you're coming in over on TikTok, every 2,000 likes gives the heroes an advantage roll. Every 10,000, hey, Viking saying thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Every 10,000 brings in a new hero. Now, does he have any bonus actions? He does. Rampage. Immediately after dealing damage to a creature that's already bloodied. This one's not. The null moves up to half its speed. Okay, so that is the end of his turn. Up next, we have Aang the Elementalist. For those of you that were here last week, Aang did an insane amount of damage. So he's going to hang out in the back because he's got 3 elemental claw attacks, which has a range of 120 feet. So why would he not? Although I think he might also be able to cat. No, okay. So he's going to do those 3, of course. Aang is broken, if you will. So he's going to attack probably the Lost Sorrow Sword. Crap, I didn't know the heroes would have Aang. Yeah, Aang's a little broken. Okay. So Aang is going to go ahead and make his 3 claw attacks. Playing the odds. Yeah, see Jerm playing the odds. All right, here we go. We are rolling for our first attack. Oh, 19, so close to a 20. That one's definitely hitting. He's got 2 more attacks. Now, he does not have the epic magic item that he did last week. He does miss the second attack. And 1 more attack. Oh, big 18. So he hits with 2 of these. Easy damage. Easy damage from Aang here. Let's be honest, if I didn't add the Demogorgon last week, the monsters would have won easily. Yeah, that's true. The monsters were still in not too bad shape at the very end if the Demogorgon was not there. Oh! 2 10s and 2 8s for the damage, Aang. Holy cow. Who's taking the damage? Oh. Wait, is the Sarasorn... Wait. I don't understand. Oh, I just dealt all that damage to Chad. 36, 46, 51. I gotta go fix Chad. I accidentally dealt the damage to him. Look, Chad's not looking good already. I accidentally dealt the damage to him. He is not happy. He's getting attacked by Aang from afar. What did I say? 36, 46, 51 damage. Sorry, Chad. Sorry, Chad. All right, back to Aang, who is attacking the Sarasorn, who needs to lose 51 damage. So he is now looking pretty rough after that first set of attacks. Also, again, you guys can chime in. Let me know what you want to see. If you want to see them do something specific, charge somebody else. What Aang is going to do here, Aang is going to back up a little bit and try and climb up this cliffside some to get a little bit more of a vantage point. So he's going to go 5, 10, but we're going to roll because this is a pretty steep, sandy cliff that he's trying to climb up. We are going to roll a... Let's just go with an athletics check, see what he's got. He has +4 to athletics, by the way. Tell me how a cultist has a +4 to athletics. 16 + 4 is 20. No problem. He scurries up the side of this sandy hill to get a good vantage point up at the top. And from there, he'll be able to see most of the map, honestly. So he's in good positioning. Okay, now up next we have the person that was just attacked, the Lost Sorrow Sworn. And the Lost Sworn, Avenged Militia, welcome to the stream. The Lost Sworn is going to move forward because he's got his arm spikes, and he can make 2 of those. Or he can use Embrace. We're going to do 2 arm spikes. Scurries. So he's going to move forward towards Zendar the Centaur, and he's going to do 2 arm spikes. Although he can, as a reaction, he can use Titan. The creature grappled by Embrace. Oh, okay. Maybe he'll do Embrace. Yeah, he's going to do that instead. Okay. So, let's do... So, what Embrace... Oh, I'll click it so you guys can read it. Let's do this. Usability. Okay, so you guys should see it pop up. It says, +6 to hit, reach 5 feet, 1 target, and the target is grappled. Escape DC. Until the grapple ends, the target is frightened and takes 6d8 psychic damage at the end of each of its turns. Alright. That's insanity. So we're targeting him. This is a wild amount of damage. Attack. Normal, let's see if he hits. He's got +6. Oh, he's hitting. Zendar is in trouble. He joined the cult of the gym bros, talking about Aang climbing up. Maggie, welcome to the stream. So let's go ahead and deal our damage. Again, if you are over in TikTok, don't forget every 2,000 likes helps the heroes, gives them an advantage roll. Every 10,000 you bring in a new monster, and we can name it something fun. All right, so he takes 18 damage, and he is grappled. Caitlin sending in 3 donuts over on TikTok. Now, Kate, if I remember correctly, I believe that brings in a new monster, or is that... That's a new monster, right? Marauderman, welcome. I had my papers in front of me. Oh, here they are. Here they are. I got my notes, don't worry. Okay, so, Caitlin, 3 donuts bringing in +1 CR, 1/2 monster. All right, Kate, you know the deal. You get to name it. And while we name it, don't forget, 2,000 likes, advantage rolls and heroes. 10,000 likes brings in a new monster. All right. So, for those of you over on YouTube, you are going to see the wheel pop up for a CR 1/2 monster. Let's go ahead and interact with that. Jose Hurd, welcome to the stream. We have a black bear coming in this desert heat. This black bear appears out of nowhere. So let me go ahead and drag it in. Kate, what would you like to name you on Twitch too? I'm so down to have this running on the PC. Oh, give me 1 second. I meant to stream on Twitch, and I forgot to pull it up. It should now be on Twitch. Yes, hopefully. I don't have Twitch pulled up to see, but I'm pretty sure it should be up there. And I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. So let me pull in the black bear. There it is. Kate says extra action. Okay, so did I change that? Is that the one I changed to extra action? It's okay if so. I'm going to keep the black bear here for a second. Somebody watch the screen on TikTok. Let me know what 3 donuts says, because I did update it. So it should change it. In the meantime, he's grappled. Give extra action. No, you're right. Give extra action to 1 monster. That's right. That was one of the ones I changed. Okay. This isn't good. This isn't good. All right, so the monsters now have an extra action. So the Lost Sorrowsorn embraces Zendar, and now, with that embrace, gets an extra action, which is going to give it its multi-attack. Can it do that on its turn? I think that it can. Can only grapple 1 creature at a time. Oh, yeah, so he's doing 2 arm spikes. Kate is trying to kill Zendar, the centaur. Here we go. We are rolling for 2. Oh, my God, a 19. This Sorrowsworn is not happy that he got attacked so hard. And he gets 1 more normal attack. All right. So the second one doesn't do anything, but he does do more damage to Centaur. Actually, he's grappled. Does grappled give advantage? Let me just double check that real quick. I can't remember if grappled gives them advantage or not. Grappled. No, it does not. Okay. So, yeah, we're good. I want to know who told you Zendar is a crowd favorite. I wouldn't have chosen him. You don't like Zendar? Zendar's awesome. All right, normal damage. Tony Clark, welcome to the stream. We are at 3.4 thousand likes. 600 more. The heroes get another advantage roll. Get up to 10,000. We bring in a new monster. Viking Saiyan sending in 200 for the heroes. Team Heroes. Hold on. +2 health potions. All right. Zendar is going to be using one of those for sure. Viking, I appreciate it. Same name, I assume. Sorry, Avenged Militia. It is. Germ says boo over on YouTube. All right, so he is now grappled. That is their turn. We are definitely going to give him one of those health potions on his turn. Up next, we have Warlock of the Fiend. Seeing Shadar Kyle come up the way he has, the Warlock of the Fiend is going to back up because I believe he has ranged attacks. He's got Hellfire. Oh, but I lied. I mean, he does have spellcasting. Alter Self, Plane Shift. Oh, okay. All right, here's what we're going to do. What's the range? Hold on, 60 feet? Is he close enough? This could be exciting. 5, 10, 15, 20. Welcome, the Poke Follower. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Aang is specifically 60 feet away exactly. So Warlock of the Fiend, seeing Aang scurrying to the top, rip the call out. He is going to strike Aang with banishment in an attempt to get Aang off this surface. So, with banishment, you attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. If the target is, they must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. All right, Aang is going to make his charisma saving throw. Let's see what happens. Good luck, Aang. A nat 1! Oh no! Aang gone from the map. Aang is gone. And just like that, he is off onto another plane of existence. Okay, so the target remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in a space at left or the nearest unoccupied. Bye, Aang, says Caitlin over on TikTok. All right, so the Warlock coming in with a wild start. And the length of time on that, I believe, was... Let me pull that back up. Banishment. It is casting times in action. Target concentration up to 1 minute. Okay, Turn to Dust, welcome to the stream. The Warlock is going to back up now in an attempt to get... Actually, he's going to slide over next to his partner some here in an attempt to get on the other side of Shadar Kyle. Okay, that's the end of his turn. Zendar the Centaur is embraced by this Lost Sorrowsworn. The Sorrowsworn, 1 minute, that was kind of useless. No, it's 1 minute in game time. He's got 10 rounds that he's gone. So, with Embrace, until the grapple ends, the target is frightened, and it takes 6d8 psychic damage at the end of each of its turn while it's grappled. So, I believe it can try to break out of the grapple. Escape DC is 14. I don't think he's going to try to. I think he's going to attack the Sorrowsworn in hopes that he can kill it in time to get out. So he's going to use his Forest Staff. He gets to make 2 attacks. Good luck, Zendar. I can't believe you guys are saying you don't like Zendar the Centaur. He's pretty cool. So he does hit with 1. Does he hit with 2? Absolutely hits with 2. So he makes 2 attacks, striking twice. Will he kill the Sorrowsworn? Absolutely, he's going to kill the Sorrowsworn. So, as he is embraced by this Sorrowsworn, he is going to turn with his staff and stab through it, popping out the end of the other end of the Sorrowsworn with this gooey mesh coming through, and the Sorrowsworn lets go and just falls to the ground. Germ says, I like the sound of that better. Rooting for the monsters this week. So the Lost Sorrowsworn is dead. Zendar does have 1 more attack, so he is going to charge forward towards the Howler. And he's going to use his second Forest Staff attack. And we'll go ahead and do our attack. The Nat 20, Zendar! I think Zendar has the most Nat 20s of anybody. So y'all can hate on Zendar all you want. I'm pretty sure he had 3 Nat 20s last week. So he does hit with his second attack. Let's go ahead and roll our damage as a critical hit. I usually double the dice. I don't know about you guys. This one doubles the physical number of dice. Holy cow, 64. So if I hate on him, he does well. You suck, Zendar, says Widget over on YouTube. Holy cow. That was so much damage. And then finally, to end his turn, paid for by Viking Saiyan, he is going to use one of these health potions, and he's going to give himself 2d4 plus 2 HP back. Or 2d4 plus 2. Except I need a space here. 2d4 plus 2. Okay. Roll the dice. Add some HP back. 9 HP back to Zendar. Okay. Zendar's looking good. Now, that is the end of Zendar the Centaur's turn. We slide over to Clayton, the Clay Golem, who's going to go get all up in this blue dragon's face fearlessly. And he's going to... He doesn't get to do much. He's only... He's only got slam attacks, if I remember correctly. He does have hasten. He can use one bonus action to take the dash and disengage action. So he's going to do his multi-attack. He's not doing that, though. He's slamming. Slamming twice. See what he can do. Nat 1 for Clayton. As he comes up to this young dragon, tries to swing. Faye, welcome to the stream. He's going to strike one more time, or he's going to try to strike one more time. There we go. There's a 17 plus a million, 26. So let's do the damage to the blue dragon. Not great numbers, but he does 15. And the dragon does take all of it. And that is going to be the end of Clayton's turn. So we slide back to this Howler, who just took a ton of damage from Sendar. And he is going to try to get even. He's got Rending Bite, and he's got Mind-Breaking Howl. And that's for each creature within a 60-foot cone. Oh, yeah. He's going to do that. He is absolutely going to do that. So, he's going to use Mind-Breaking Howl. And I'll zoom out so you can see where he's striking here. So, it says each creature within a 60-foot cone. I'll see if that's hitting in a second. Let's try there, because he was obviously trying to hit Shadar Kyle. He is not going to hit Aang, but he will hit Zendar and Shadar Kyle. So, let's go ahead and make some wisdom saving throws from these two. See what they got. 1, 2. So, the saving throws. We have Shadar Kyle, wow, with a 21. And Zendar with a 23. They do both save. And be frightened. Target that successfully saves is immune to it. And it doesn't say anything about taking half. So neither one of them takes damage. What a lame turn from the Howler. We are at 6,000 likes on TikTok. 4,000 more, we bring in another monster. 4 more likes over on YouTube, same thing. I should have used Rending Bite. Son of a... All right. Well, that is his turn. Dude, why did I switch sides, says Jeremy. Rooting for the bad guys. T-Lulu2127, I appreciate the likes. All right. Caesar Slad is going to slide up, being struck by that Cyclops Oracle. He's got 30-foot speed. I don't think he's going to reach. So he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can only really get up to the dragon anyway. He's going to get all up in this dragon's space. So he's going to target the dragon. And on the beginning of his turn, the Slad regains 10. Moonman, welcome to the stream. The Slad regains 10 hit points at the start of each of its turn. So he's going to gain 10 HP. He does have magic resistance, so he probably should have resisted something earlier. But now he can multi-tack. He can make 3 Chaos Staff attacks. Or he... Wait a minute. Okay. No, he's going to stay back a little bit before he gets too close. Jacob Smith, welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. He's going to cast Fireball. I forgot he had that ability. So, cast spell. And he gets to choose the area. He's going to choose right there where it's hitting all 3 enemies. And they all need to now make a dexterity saving throw. Let's see what we got. So, for our 3 dex saving throws against Fireball, oh man, that is a success from the Young Blue Dragon and 2 fails. 1 from the Null Demoniac. Matt Masser, welcome to the stream. And the Cyclops Oracle fails. So they're taking a big Fireball damage here. Hail Caesar, says DJ Widget over on YouTube. Let's go ahead and roll the damage. Ooh, that's not a great one. Not a great one. Could be better. So we need to choose selected. The only one, Maggie Luva, welcome to the stream. Young Blue Dragon's taking full. The others are taking half. So let's go ahead and apply those damages. Okay. Now that is the end of Caesar Slad's turn. Because this bonus action is just a shapeshift. But he doesn't need to. Austin Hotch, welcome to the stream. Let's go ahead back to the top. Now, Chad. Oh, let me get rid of this. So you're not staring at Fireball the whole time. Light hail. Light hail. Joseph, welcome to the stream. Don't forget, everybody, every 2,000 likes on TikTok helps the heroes with an advantage roll. Every 10,000 brings in a new monster that we get to name, something fun. Chad is just he's gonna strike again at this null, trying to get rid of this null the best he can. So, B-Wags, welcome to the stream. So he's gonna make 3 more greatsword attacks, baby. He is still over half of his HP as well, so he gets to do a little extra damage with a 4. What are you doing, Chad? What are you doing? That's gonna miss. All right, second attack. What do we got? What do we got? And he does hit. That's a 17. And then we've got one more attack. And then we'll deal all of our damage. A nat 20! Let's go, Chad. All right, I think that is Zendar's got a nat 20. Chad's got a nat 20. Oh, man. All right, let's do our damage. We may kill this Null here. Not looking good for the monsters already. Normal damage. And then we do the attack damage with, actually, yeah, we'll do the damage again. I'm going to add the 2d10 here because this one's a critical roll, or a critical hit. And so I did plus 2d10. There you go. What do we got? 33 damage. Is that enough? It is not, but he does still need to do 2 more d10s because he's over half of his HP. So the greatsword, oh, I did a little extra by accident. It was supposed to be 2 extra d6s, not d10s. It's okay, he's not dead anyway. All right. So that is the end of Chad's turn. He does have second wind. He's going to use it to regain 20 HP. So let's go ahead and add that. Oh, no. I accidentally gave it to the Null. It was supposed to go to Chad. Plus 20. And I got to subtract the 20 from the Null. Minus 20. Okay. That is Thick Chin Chad's turn. Next, the young blue dragon who sees his opportunity. The Poke Follower liking it. I appreciate it. We are at 6.3 thousand likes. Essentially 3,500 more. And we have... how long is this? We have a new monster coming in. He is going to back up, which will give Clayton an attack of opportunity. So let's go ahead and make our attack as he flies slightly. But sorry to raid right now, so can't like the video. That's no problem. No worries. So he's going to make 1 free slam attack. What game we playing, Poke Follower? What raid you doing? 18. Add the damage. World of Warcraft. Excellent. Excellent. I wish I got into it, but people say that it's quite... I would have lost a lot of time. All right. So, as the dragon up in the air... I know there's a way to bring him forward. I think I got to right-click on it. Yeah, bring him forward. There we go. So, the dragon leaps into the air about 10 feet, and he is going to send his lightning breath towards the heroes. Lightning breath. I don't remember how far it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's hitting. He's hitting everyone. Katie Stout, welcome to the stream. So we need to make dexterity saving throws from the 3 heroes it's hitting, as well as the Null, unfortunately. There was no way to avoid it. So I need to make these 4 do dexterity saving throws. Normal, 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 normal. Let's see what we got. Lots of dice coming in. This is all their different dexterity saving throws. Okay, we have a success from Caesar Slad, a fail from Clayton, a fail from Chad, and a success from the Null, but the Null might be in doo-doo anyway. All right, roll our damage. Oh my gosh, it's so many D10s! All right, 54 damage. I need to click selected. Now, the 2 people that failed were Clayton and Chad. The other 2 succeeded, so they take half. So the Null and Slad. Now, Slad was already resistant. I thought Clayton was like, isn't he like something with lightning? Oh, he's not. Oh, man. It's a lot of damage coming in hot. Okay. Ooh. Oh. All right, so the demoniac is definitely gone. Honestly, happy about it because I don't have to keep... Oh, no. I deleted everyone by accident. I don't have to keep saying demoniac or trying to figure out how to say that. So we're going to delete that one. And that is the end of the dragon's turn. He's going to stay where he is. Caitlin sending in, never mind, it is not the end of his turn yet. Kate sending in another free action for the monsters. Wait a minute. Adam, welcome to the stream. So the dragon, let's go back to the dragon who got that extra action. Rick says, oof, that was a good one, and it's about to get worse. It is about to get worse. So the dragon's going to move forward, and he's going to target Chad. And he, as an extra action, gets to make 3 rend attacks. Woo! All right. Okay, he does miss with the first one. Let's see about the second. Oh, 11. Okay, he's definitely hitting with the second attack. And with the third attack, he misses. So only 1 hits out of the 3. But if I remember correctly, it does a decent amount of damage. It does. Okay, 20 more damage. Chad! Kyle Ramsel coming in with a wild magic surge. Who knows what's going to happen, but it's the dragon's turn, so it happens around him. All right, for those of you over on YouTube and on Twitch, you will get to see the chart pop up, which I did go back and fix, by the way, because they were not popping up last week, but they are now. All right, let's see what happens. You exude a wave of force centered on you, knocking any creature within 20 feet of you prone. Man, that would have been great right before this, for the monsters at least. That would have been great. So, immediately within 20 feet, Clayton the Clay Golem, RO3D, welcome to the stream. What kind of 3D print are we doing? He's going to knock over Clayton, and he's going to knock over Chad, and he's going to knock over the Oracle. Is there a... I mean, I know there's got to be a prone status effect, but I don't know what that is. Is it this one? Yeah, there it is. All right, I'm giving them the prone status effect real quick, so that way, hopefully, we might remember. The dragon is not prone. Let me turn that off. Okay. Oh, I think it's because I had multiple people selected. Or I selected the wrong person. There we go. Kyle, that was a good one, because this could be pretty deadly depending on who attack. I mean, the Cyclops is going to get to attack. So, okay. That is the end of its turn. Barda, welcome to the stream. Oh, it's the No, it's Shadar Kyle's turn. What's happening? Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Shadar Kyle, it's not moving in the thing here. I don't know. It's moving in the right direction. Because then it would be the Knoll who's dead. And I don't know why this is doing this. Huh. That's odd. Okay, sorry. I'm making the screen move a lot. I apologize. But it should be Shadar Kyle's turn. So... Zendar, Warlock, Aang, Knoll, who's dead, so Cyclops, and then Shadar Kyle. Okay, not really sure why that all happened, but for some reason it's just saying it's the dragon's turn. Is it because I didn't apply? Is that what was happening? No, that's so odd. I'm not quite sure why it's not letting me do the next person's turn. Okay. So, DJ Widget says, move around the Howler and disrupt the Warlock's concentration. Okay.
For generations, we've been sharing meals.
What in the world? We got an ad coming in. Okay. So he's saying, send Shadar Kyle around the side. And we are going to attack the Howler and try to break that concentration. Okay. So Shadar Kyle coming in. Spiked chain attack. He gets to make 3. Hit the Warlock. Oh, that's right. It was the Warlock that did it. Good save. Good save. 20, 25, 30 easily. Okay, so he is going after the Warlock. I like it. So he has 3 spike chain attacks. let's go ahead and use 3 of our advantage rolls that we've gotten. We are 3 away from a new monster over on YouTube. Still about 3,500 away over on TikTok. But we'll go ahead and use 3 advantage rolls. Let's do some major damage here. So I need to go up to the counter. Say that we're using 3. All right. Okay, so he's doing these with advantage. 1 attack. Oh, good thing there was a nat 1. Good thing we're using advantage here. Attack with advantage once more. Another nat 1 and an 8. Yikes. And then with advantage here. What? Another nat 1 and a 9. What a waste. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, 1 does hit. So they need to make 2 saves. Number 1, they need to make the spiked chain save. So we'll go ahead and do that. That's a dexterity saving throw. Normal. A nat 1, definitely failing. So it takes the spiked chain damage, which is here. And then it's going to take some additional damage since it failed to save. So that's a 4. So we apply, well, plus 3. So 7. And then we do the decay, where it gets a crazy amount of extra damage. So we apply that. So that's a 24, half of which is 12. So the total damage for that attack was 12 plus 7, which is 29. 19, I apologize. Let me back this up. 24 plus 7 is 31. Now for the concentration save, we cut that in half, rounding up. It's a 16. DJ Widget with an extra action coming in from YouTube for Shadar Kyle. So first, let's go ahead and do our concentration saving throw from this Warlock Fiend here. Now, do they just have a con save button? I imagine they don't. It doesn't look like it. Nathaniel Van Patten, welcome to the stream. So, it's just a Constitution saving throw. So, good luck, Warlock Fiend. He fails. So, as he gets attacked from Shadar Kyle, Aang pops back into existence. Originally bandaged, but the Warlock losing his concentration and unable to keep Aang banished. So, Aang pops back into existence and just starts catching his bearings. But DJ Widget coming in with an extra action for Shadar Kyle. So Shadar Kyle is going to attack 3 more times with the spike chain. We're just going to do regular attacks here. And I bet you he hits more than he did the other time. Another! That is 4 nat 1s within the past 10 rolls. That is insanity. All right. There's no way we roll another. There you go. There's a 10 plus 6. That's a 16. And then finally, a third roll, a 19. There you go. 2 out of 3 hitting there. So let's roll our damage. And then she's going to have to make 2 saves. We apply that. Roll our damage once more. That's another 7 plus 3, 10 damage. And she needs to make 2 dexterity saving throws. So let me pop that back up. The reverse spike chain save. There you go. DC 14 dexterity saving throws. We got to make 2 for our 2 hits. 12. That one saves. And the other one. Zach Bridgman, welcome to the stream. Oh, there's another save. So not taking the extra damage. Okay. So it does take a little bit of damage. Does not take the extra decay. All right. Up next, we have the Cyclops Oracle. Now, unfortunately, you guys are stuck on this Electrical Carpenter. Welcome to the stream. You guys are stuck on that thing for some reason. I cannot get it to move forward. So maybe at the end of this, we might re-roll and see if that changes everything. All right, so the Cyclops Oracle uses half of its movement to stand up. And then it's going to step forward. It gets 3 attacks with Radiant Strike. It's going to step forward 5, 10, 15, Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And it's going to use its first attack against Chad with advantage. This is not looking good for Chad. So, Radiant Strike. Oh, I accidentally said normal. We roll one more just to see if he gets a nat 20, but he's definitely hitting. No, it's a 2. Okay. We roll the damage. Normal hit. 19, 21 plus 6, 27. Chad only had 12 HP. So with that, the Cyclops Oracle, having stood up from being knocked over as well, comes up with his Radiant Fist, slamming down onto Chad and essentially burying it into a crater of sand and killing Chad outright. So that's going to take care of Chad. Now, the Oracle, oh, he has 5 more feet of movement. They can move 40. So he's going to move 5 more. His reach is all, well, he could theoretically move here. The dragon's up in the sky. So he is going to do 2 more attacks against Clayton, both at advantage as Clayton lays on the ground. So yeah, and Clayton's going to take it all because it is magical damage for sure. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. So, and he's got the reaction. Okay, got it. This is not looking good for the heroes, ladies and gentlemen. Not at all. The heroes have had some rough rolls. Absolutely rough rolls. That one definitely hits, and then he gets one more hit as his reach is 10 feet. A nat 20! Oh, the monsters really want to win tonight. The monsters really want to win tonight. Wow. Normal roll for damage. A 10 and 1. I mean, that's not a ton of damage there, but then here comes your critical hit. Oh, there's 2 10s in that. Oh, yikes. Kyle says, let's go monsters. Honestly, Kyle, I think this is the first time oh, Caitlin brings in an extra action. Oh my God. Kyle, I think this is the first time your, God, what is it called? Wild Magic Surge really helped out your side here. So Kate comes in with 3 more donuts. Thank you, Kate. Bringing in an extra action for the Cyclops Oracle, who's going to use the first one to finish off Clayton, most likely. So he's going to attack with advantage one more time as Clayton is still prone, thanks to Kyle's Wild Magic Surge. That's a 19. Do our damage, normal damage. And that is going to be enough. And with that, another hero fades into non-existence as the Cyclops Oracle strikes. Now, the Cyclops Oracle is not close enough for melee attacks for Caesar. So he does have his 2 flash of light attacks that he can do, but these are not at advantage. The first one does still hit, and let's go ahead and do the second one. So as the Cyclops slams into the ground, killing Clayton, he leans up, and then he sends out of his other hand this beam of light, Saiyan style, over towards Caesar's Slad. Actually, 2 of them. Yeah, I had a bad feeling with tonight. LOL, should have gone with my gut, but I cheer for the heroes regardless, says Widget. So he does hit twice, and he's going to deal damage twice. Danny, welcome to the stream. You are watching monsters obliterate the unfortunate heroes. 18 damage. We get 1 more damage attack against Caesar. I mean, Caesar did come in with the fireball, so he did get to do a good bit of damage there. But he's looking rough now. Okay, the Knoll's dead. Up next is Aang. All right, Aang was our savior last week. Now, 120 feet. Let me do a quick measurement here. Because he's seeing the mayhem going on. Yeah, he's going to have to attack the other side. Hoping that Shadar Kyle and... Honestly, the 2 different sides, if we look at them, the monsters are winning the right side. The heroes are winning the left. There's still a chance here. Lamine, welcome to the stream. Aang is going to make his 3 attacks against the young blue dragon. So, Elemental Claw 120 feet, plus 7 to hit, 4d10 damage. The target moves 10 feet straight toward or away from itself. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll our 3 attacks. A 19 is definitely going to hit. Let's deal another one. I think that maybe we pop in with a... I'm thinking we do an advantage roll here because that was a rough one. So let me make our advantage counter. Say that we've used 4. Okay. And let's go ahead and deal another bit of damage here. But we are attacking with advantage. A 6 and a 9. No way! So he only hits with 1. They do not want to win. The heroes want to lose tonight. 19 damage. Now, I don't think I did this before, but apparently with his Elemental Claw, if the target is medium or smaller, which this one is not, so never mind, it doesn't matter anyway. So he only hits 1 time. And he has a reaction to absorb elements, but he hasn't been struck by any elements yet. So that's his turn, unfortunately. So Aang went. Up next is the Warlock of the Fiend, who did banish the other last time. I think that he is going to strike Zendar. Let's see. He's not going to plane shift because that would be pointless for tonight. That would be lame. So let me zoom in. He's going to be striking Zendar. Fiendish Rebuke. Oh, I should have used that. 1 second. In response to being damaged by a visible creature within 60 feet. Okay. I should have hit Shadar Kyle with this. We are at 7.5 thousand likes on TikTok. 3,000 likes, less than 3,000 likes away from bringing in a new monster. So he needs to make a con saving throw. So take the con saving throw here. Whoop. Normal. Oh no, he fails. He takes the damage. Shadar Kyle taking, holy cow, a lot of that damage. Now, he does only take half, but that was a really big roll. So apply that to Shadar Kyle. Now, he's going to do 10-foot radius sphere centered at a point. He could do Hellfire, but he would be attacking the Howler. I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to do the Scimitar. 3 Scimitar attacks or 1 Hellfire. Always surprised by the amount of damage the enemies you pick can do. Yeah, I don't really look at them when I pick them. I just make sure everyone's the right CR, and that it makes sense that they're on the right place. 3d10, 2d10. No, I think that he's going to do 3 Scimitar attacks. He does have to get close. So he's going to move 5 feet closer. And he's going to do his 3 attacks. Good luck to the Warlock. The first one, 14 plus. He's definitely going to hit there. Next one. Oh, that was almost a nat 20. Did you see it roll off? Odd Socks, welcome Candy. Welcome to the stream. You're watching this Warlock trying to take out Shadar Kyle. He gets a 3rd attack. 12 plus. That one's definitely going to hit. So he hits twice. 2 bits of damage here. Normal. And we apply that. And he takes that full damage. Oh, man. Oh, man. 6, 3, 3, 3, 5. It's another 23. Oh, Shadar Kyle is in trouble. Yeah, he's got nothing for the Fiendish Rebuke there. Okay. That is the Warlock's turn. He is going to... He's going to back up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20... Well, 5... Hold on, where was I? 5, 10, 15, 20. Vox, the Lovable, welcome to the stream. You're watching a battle between heroes and monsters, and the monsters are in trouble, but you can change that. We hit 10,000 likes, we bring in a new monster. I'm going to make the Warlock make a let's see. We are going to make another athletics check to see if he can climb up this sandy hillside. Let's see what he's got. 7.9 thousand. A nat 20. He flies up the side of this cliff. So, as he does a lot of damage to Shadar Kyle. He's been damaged. He's like, I'm out. And just starts huffing it to this hillside. And with grace, flies up. Is this in Foundry or FG Fantasy Grounds? This is Foundry VTT. So that's the Warlock's turn. Shadar Kyle is in trouble. Okay. Up next, we have Zendar the Centaur, who is going to... He's going to strike back at this Howler. So, let's go ahead and attack. He's going to use his Forest Staff. He gets to use it 3 times. A nat 1! No, the heroes don't want to win tonight. Vox says, awesome. Yeah, no, I love Foundry. Clarissa, welcome to the stream. We are so close to 10,000 likes. Every 10,000 brings in a new monster. Will you help the monsters out? I mean, honestly, with it nat 1, though. I use it for Pathfinder. Excellent. I've always said I wanted to try Pathfinder. Sorry, I got distracted. Another strike. A 6. He does not want to hit this Howler. One more attack. Will he do it? Yes, he finally hits with the 3rd one. 8,000 likes on TikTok. We are 2,000 away from a new monster. We are 3 likes away on YouTube from a new monster. Okay, so he only hits 1 time. Let's do the damage for the 1 single hit from Zendar. 28, though. That's a big one. Well done, Zendar. Let's go ahead to the next. Wait, that is a bonus action. Okay. Then Zendar is going to chase after the Warlock. And he's going to use Entangling Trail. The Centaur moves up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Each creature within 5 feet of the Centaur as it moves is targeted once by the following effect. They need to make a strength saving throw, taking 2d6 plus 4 bludgeoning damage, and having the restrained condition until the end of their next turn. Okay, so he's going to start booking it over towards the Warlock. And he has 50 feet of movement, so he's going to make it up there no problem. 8.2 thousand likes over on TikTok. So he starts running. And he's going to end up here. So these two need to make strength saving throws. So let me select these two. Whoop. So the Warlock and the Howler making strength saves. Go there. And make the strength saving throw. Normal saves. See what they got. One. Oh, a nat 20. That's unfortunate. And another 2 nat 20s. Okay, you guys, the monsters have earned the win tonight. They've earned it. This is insanity. I can't do anything. Ah! And the target. Oh my god, that's crazy. Ah! 2 nat 20s back to back for the saves. Sheesh. Well, the Howler's up, and he's not restrained. He's fine. I think that he's probably going to chase the Centaur. That's what I think. Michael Boda, welcome to the stream. We are 1.6 thousand likes away from bringing in a new monster. So the Howler's going to follow. He also has Pack Tactics. So he's got advantage on attack rolls against a creature if at least one of its allies is within 5 feet, which they are. So he's got multi-attack, 2 rending bite attacks. So he's going to send them at Zendar. We attack with the 2d6. Plus, holy. If the target is frightened. Oh, it's not frightened. It is not frightened. Okay, so no extra damage for being frightened. Oh, this was the advantage roll. I forgot to do that. Okay, so that's 1, and then attack with advantage again. Okay, 1 hits. Normal attack. Oh, 2 1s on the damage, though. Yikes. What a lame hit from the Howler. Sheesh. What a lame hit. If the target's frightened, this attack ignores damage resistances. That's fine. Okay, so that was all he does. Luigi, welcome to the stream. We are 1.5 thousand likes away from bringing in a new monster. Come on, Howler, you're rolling like a hero, says DJ Widget. So up next is Caesar Slad, who's got to use half his movement to stand up. Then he's going to move 5, 10, 15, and he's going to do some damage back at this Cyclops Oracle. Even though, what's his reach? He might go at the Blue Dragon. Because, let's see. His reach is 10 feet. He's going to go at the Blue Dragon. He gets 3 Chaos Staff attacks. So, he's going to go ahead at the Blue Dragon. Nat 1! This is crazy! 2 Nat 20s back-to-back for the monsters to save. Then we switch over to the hero and a Nat 1 for the attack. This is insanity. What? All right, well, attack 1 straight up misses. Then he rolls a 4. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. This is wild. This is wild. A 17, that one's at least going to hit. So it takes 1d8 force damage. And until the start of his next turn, it has a condition determined by a d4. On a 1, it's charmed. On a 2, it's frightened. 3 is poisoned. And 4 is incapacitated. Donahue, welcome to the stream. We are 1.2 thousand likes away from bringing in a new monster. So we need to deal the damage to the dragon. The dragon. Oh, he also heals 10. So that's cool. So Chaos Staff damage. Whoop. Normal damage. 4 plus 4 is 8. And then we roll a d4. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what we got. A 4. So, the dragon is incapacitated. It cannot take actions or reactions. There you go. Dana, welcome to the stream. We are 1,000 likes away from bringing in another monster. Just a heads up. So, it is incapacitated. You are no longer on the ground. That's good. Okay, so we just got to remember that on his turn. So we are back up at the top with the young blue dragon. And before we do that, I'm going to re-roll everybody. Yeah, I think that it's just frozen all of a sudden. I don't know why. All right, give me 1 second. I am going to shut the program down so we get our initiative back up. So, 1 second. Let me pop it back up. We need to refresh this. Why is it not refreshing? I'm hitting F5. Oh, it is refreshing. Okay, we're good. We're good. I apologize, everybody. This was unfortunate. I don't like when the thing doesn't work because I want you guys to be able to see who's coming up next. So, brief 30-second intermission while Foundry pops back up. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's coming up. All right. Now we F5, refresh it. There we go. All right. Now, sorry, Dana, you didn't get to see anything good here because I had to sign back in. And we are... Oh, no, technical difficulties. Guess we need to start the game over again like all those Nat 1s never happened, says DJ Widget. Okay. Epic combat. We are back. Okay. It looks like it's updated. Does it look? Oh. Yeah. Zach, what's going on? Someone catch me up. All right. Brief catch up for everybody. Stephanie, welcome. I'm going to do a brief catch up for everyone popping in. We are battling heroes versus monsters in the Dooms of Doom. Dunes of Doom. Life of Jane, welcome to the stream. And so far, the monsters are wrecking the heroes. Now, don't forget, you as the viewers can change what happens. Every 2,000 likes on TikTok or 1 like on YouTube gives an advantage roll to the heroes. Every 10,000 likes on TikTok or 10 likes on YouTube brings in a new monster. And then you've got the gifts and stuff that you can actually help whatever side you choose to help. So I know TikTok tends to help the monsters. YouTube tends to help the heroes. That is up to you guys. But the monsters are really pulling ahead here at the moment. So let me catch back up to where we were. And it is... Who just went? Sladwet. Caesar Sladwet. And he's not in here for some reason. We're going to re-roll everybody. Oh, that's right. We were at the top of the turn order. All right, let me make sure everybody's in. Young Blue Dragon's in. I had to restart this. I apologize. Cyclops Oracle's in. Shadar Kyle. Okay. Refresh everything. Let's go. You're going to see a bunch of dice pop on. This is all the initiatives. Carlise, welcome to the stream. We are 100 likes away on TikTok from another monster and 2 likes away from another monster on YouTube. But we got a lot of advantage rolls here we can use, and we're going to be using them. Okay, so the Cyclops Oracle is back at the top. The monsters don't need it, says DJ Widget. But we hit it over on TikTok. So if you are on Twitch or if you are on YouTube, you'll get to see the wheel pop up. I apologize that you can't see it on TikTok. I wish there was a way for me to do though. So let me pull up the wheel. I will tell you what happens though, and you'll see it come into battle. No, not the Wild Magic Surge. So this is a CR 3 to 5 monster coming in to help the monsters who probably don't need the help, to be honest. Feel free to send in the comments what you want to see. What do you want to see the monsters do? What do you want to see the heroes do? Let me know. The Dwergar Screamer is coming in. Oh, man. The heroes are putting themselves in it. Yeah, honestly, that's true. The heroes have been rolling like doo-doo. They don't want to win. So let me bring in a Dwergar Screamer. Win. I want to see them win, says Kate. All right, the Dwergar Screamer is going to come flying in over here near the Howler and the Warlock. So he's going to come in. I need to add him to the battle. Whoop. And roll it. So his initiative's getting rolled. That is a 15 plus, I imagine. Okay. So now that we've hit the 10,000, don't forget every 2,000 likes does give the heroes an advantage roll, and they're going to need it. That's for sure. So the Cyclops Oracle is up, and he's obviously going to attack Caesar Slad. So he's going to use his Flash of Light melee attack. No, his Radiant Strike, I'm sorry. So you should see this popping up on your screens. A nat 1! Finally, the monsters are rolling some poop. Let's go ahead with another. He has plus 10 to hit, by the way. That is insanity. A 19. So a 29 to hit. That one's definitely going to hit. And then finally, a 16. So 26. Yeah, he's hit with both of those. That's wild. So with the Radiant Strike, we're doing 2 sets of damage here. Oh, man. They are rolling in the upper halves like every time. Apply that. Caesar Slad's taking the hits, but he's all right. He's all right. He's at least going to live this barrage. 11,000 likes on TikTok. Bringing in more advantage rolls. But when we get to 20,000, that brings in another monster. So, all right. It is now the Warlock Fiend's turn. The Warlock Fiend is going to use his Scimitar against Zendar. All right. So let's use our Scimitar attack. He gets 3 of them. 3. A nat 20! The monsters want to win. They are going to win. The heroes do not want to win. I'm just doing the damage now because that's insanity. There's a lot of dice. Sorry, Zendar. Sorry, Zendar. The heroes are putting themselves in it, DJ Widget. I mean, you couldn't have said it better. I'm telling you. All right. He does miss the second attack. Let's see about this third one. This is crazy. Another nat 20 from the monsters. I promise you. I know it seems like I might have set this up because the monsters have lost twice in a row. I didn't set this up. This is insanity. That might be it. Oh! Zendar barely hangs on. Barely. That's crazy. All right. Aang is up. Aang needs to do something. So Aang, using his advantage rolls, he is going to try to save Zendar. He's going to strike at the Howler first, and then hopefully have enough to... Well, no, he's going to strike at the Warlock. The Warlock's been doing a ton of damage. So he's going to try and strike the Warlock first and get rid of him. We're doing all 3 attack advantages. You guys have given the advantages. We're using them. Let me update this counter real quick. So we've used 7 of our 13 advantage rolls so far. Here we go. Elemental Claw with advantage. Can we get some nat 20s over here, maybe? You know what? A dirty 20 still hits. We'll take it. Here we go. Another one with advantage. Pull a Simba, Aang. Just run away and never return. All right, that one's going to hit. That's 2 attacks that hits. And for the last one, give us a nat 20 for the heroes. There it is! A nat 20! All right, look at that. Ask and you shall receive. That is so many nat 20s tonight. Okay, so for the first one, it was normal damage. He does a good bit of damage. 33, and we apply it. And he has to make a saving throw, which I believe was a strength save. 1 second. What was the elemental claw? Makes a... The cultist moves the target. Oh, if they're medium, they move 10 feet straight toward or away from itself. Okay, we're going to move the target 10 feet away. Yum! And he kind of tumbles down a little bit the hill. Tumbles a little bit down the hill. Wow, that was a broken sentence if I've ever heard one. But he hits him with a second attack right as the first one hits. Oh, I accidentally rolled to attack. Ignore that. This was supposed to be damage. Normal hit. And we apply the 14 points of damage, which is enough to kill the Warlock. And then, to save the Howler, he rolled the nat 20. I mean, to save Zendar, rolled a nat 20 against the Howler. Ladies and gentlemen, is he going to one-man show save Zendar from the brink of disaster? He targets the Howler. He does a critical strike. Critical hit, tons of dice. I see an 8, I see a 9, I see a 9, an 8, 47 damage. He saves Zendar from the brink of death. No way. That is crazy. Aang's broken, everybody. Aang is broken. Now we do still have a Dwargar Screamer to work with. But, Aang just literally, like, Zendar standing there, gets attacked twice, and he just sees these 3 elemental, just chaos beams come flying through and strike into the creatures. And last time he was using cold. I should have been choosing, by the way. Because he ended last time using cold. So, Aang, you are the only shining light of this team, says DJ Widget. Okay. Aang went. Shadar Kyle's turn. So Shadar Kyle is going to Naruto run through the sand. Go chuck it over towards the Dwargar Screamer. He's going to stay 10 feet away, and he's going to strike 3 times with his spiked chain. Attack 1. Of course he rolled a 2. Here I am thinking I don't need to do the advantage rolls for this one. He's got this. Misses with the first one. Heroes might actually have a slight chance, says Rick. Not if they're doing this. 2 2s in a row. Are you kidding me? Third attack. Three attacks in a row. I did not think I would need an advantage against a CR 3-5 monster from Shadar Kyle here. That Shadar fails. DJ Widget. Are you serious? That's crazy. The heroes just don't want it. The only one that wants it is Aang. That's the only one. All right, the Dwargar Screamer getting attacked by Shadar Kyle is going to turn his attention right back at him. And he's going to use... Oh, wait. Oh, he's not within 5 feet. Okay. He's going to use... 15-foot cube. That would not do anything. Okay, so no. He's just going to use his drill attack. He's going to step up in the face of Shadar Kyle. And unfortunately, he's probably going to kill Shadar Kyle. This is... I don't know. Losing this hero might be the nail in the coffin. If Shadar Kyle dies, that may be the nail. He's going to use drill. He gets to do it once, and then he gets to use Sonic Scream. He rolls a normal attack. It was a 2 that flipped back to a 12. Plus 6 is an 18. He does hit. He rolls the D12 damage. He does... Oh, I rolled an 8 plus 4, 12 piercing damage. And that does it. Shadar Kyle had 10 HP. So with that, He dies. And the Dwergar Screamer moved 5 feet. Oh, he gets to attack once. And then it can use Sonic Scream. So he still has 15 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, scuttling up the hill. So I am going to make it use an athletics check going up this hill here. And nothing of value was lost. LOL, rip Kyle. Yeah, Shadar Kyle didn't want it. Oh, he fails. So he slides back down and does not make it up the hill. However, Richard! Rick! No way! Rick, you are insane! All right, hold on. We bring in the final boss music. Rick! Okay, Rick, you tell me what you want to name this ancient white dragon that's coming in with frost damage. No way, Rick! You're an animal! You tell me what you want its name. I'm going to finish this Screamer's attack real quick. Oh my gosh. Alright, I need to use its ability. It sends it up here. I don't know what the range is. In a 15-foot cube. Oh no, it's within range of him. It doesn't even reach. It doesn't even reach. Rick! You animal! Okay, so as the Dwergar Screamer tries to climb up this hill, ends up sliding back down it. He goes to scream because he's got this sonic attack. But what everyone hears, thanks to Rick over in YouTube, Stephanie Green, you gotta see this. Rick just paid for an ancient white dragon. Comes flying in. Hold on, I gotta pull it out. DJ Widget says, okay, now I agree that the monsters might actually have a chance. Oh my goodness. Rick, as this ancient white dragon lands on the ground, stares around at the other creatures. This is insanity. I need to add him to the fight. Oh my god. He's in the fight. I gotta roll for him. Oh, wow. Just when you think the heroes don't stand a chance. And on top of that, oh, it just passed his turn. Germ says, do I match it? That would be insanity. That brings in an ancient blue dragon? What? Germ, I am, but I also like watching Chaos. I've been thinking it for a bit, but had to wait to make sure. This is wild, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute insanity. Rick, I don't know if you like make videos or not or something. You guys got to go support Rick. That's insanity. I love you, Rick. All right. So, unfortunately, the Ancient White Dragon does not get to take its turn yet because he rolled just before the Screamer. So, Zendar the Centaur takes a moment, stares up at the White Dragon that just landed in the sand, and like locks eyes with it and is hoping they're on the same team. And Zendar is going to look down at the Screamer and he's going to target him with 3 Sunray attacks. What a roller coaster of emotions, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, we get a nat 1 from Zendar. What are we doing with these nat 1s? On TikTok, I just have videos from work. Got it. Hey, follow Rick on TikTok. He's in the live right now. Go follow him. He deserves it. He's also a huge supporter otherwise, even without buying the White Dragon. But go follow Rick. He's the man. All right. A 17. There you go. There's one. And he gets one more attack. Oh, this is crazy. And another hit and an 18 plus. All right. Normal attack. This is crazy. We apply the damage to the Screamer. We also damage one more time with a second one. I'm losing my voice, Rick. I'm losing it. Okay, the Screamer is not looking great. But, oh, I do get to see if he gets bonus action. He does not. Okay, so with that, Zendar's turn is over. The young blue dragon, seeing an ancient dragon come in, little bit of fear. He's on the right side of the battlefield at the moment, though, so he's going to stay here and focus his attention back on Caesar Sled. He was supposed to roll last time. That's for last time. And this time, he does get his lightning breath back this round. So, he's probably not going to waste his opportunity. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to save the lightning breath. If he ends up getting an extra action, we could use the lightning breath on the other side, but I don't think he would waste it here. But he does want to kill Caesar Slad. So, I'm going to do 3 rend attacks against Slad. That one's going to hit. The second one is also going to hit because, of course, we're rolling high on this one. And the third one is a 19. Of course, it's a 19. So that one is also definitely going to hit. So we're dealing damage here. All normal damage. That's 1. Yikes. Oh, man. 2. Oh, this is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. 2. We had the Demogorgon last week. Ancient White Dragon coming in this week. If only Sassy the Assassin were here to see this. With its third attack, it finishes off Caesar Slad, who perishes. Now the young blue dragon is going to put itself in a position where it can do some damage. So, being 10 feet in the air, it's going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 over the water. And I believe he has 60-foot flying speed. Oh, he has 80. But it's okay. He's going to stop there. And he's going to be up 40 feet. So I just need to mark how high up he is. Give me 1 second. He is 40 feet in the air. Okay. That is crazy. He's staring down the gullet of an ancient white dragon. So, the Cyclops Oracle, what kind of spellcasting does he have? Arcane Eye, no. Detect Magic, no. Legend Lore, no. Locate Object. Okay, lame spellcasting, if I'm being honest. Makes the D20 test. Okay. Alright, so the Cyclops Oracle, what's his range on his radiance? No, his flash of light. It's 120 feet. The Cyclops Oracle is going to move this way. He sees a bleeding Zendar standing next to the Ancient White Dragon. Pat, we just brought in an Ancient White Dragon to this fight. Brought in by Rick. Insanity. He's going to turn his focus first to Zendar, knowing he needs to finish off some of these heroes. So he's going to make his first Flash of Light attack against Zendar the Centaur. He's not going to hit. He is so terrified of this creature. Now is Portent... Okay, he's going to use his reaction to re-roll that D20 using Portent. So he's going to try one more time for that first attack, hoping not to waste it. An 18, definitely going to hit. So with that, we now get to do the damage to Zendar. Rick says yes! 24, that hits. Zendar perishes. The Cyclops now turns his other 2 attacks towards the Ancient White Dragon. And he is going to attack 2 more times. A 2! What are you doing? Now is not the time to be afraid. You need to buckle up. All right, he's going to hit with that one for sure. Okay. Oh, I think the Ancient has legendary stuff, by the way. Oh, yeah, he does. I should be using these. I'm going to use it right after the Cyclops' turn. He does hit with one of them. That's good, I guess. Okay. 16 plus. We apply that damage. Now, that is the end of the Cyclops attack. The Ancient White Dragon is going to use... Does he use Freezing Burst? It's 1 legendary action. I think yes. Although he could just use Pounce. No, that's up to half its speed. Oh, and then makes one rend attack. What's the range? Save and throw. Each creature at a 30-foot. He might use that. Although he's on the ground. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, I think that he's just going to use Pounce. And so this Dwergar Screamer staring up at this ancient white dragon. Oh! Caitlin! Before the Cyclops turn is over, Caitlin on TikTok coming in with 2 extra actions for the Cyclops, which means 6 extra attacks. Oh, man. Okay, so he is going to use all of them on the ancient white dragon. Yeah, why wouldn't he? All right, Caitlin from TikTok. Oh, an 18 is not going to hit. Let's see what we got on the next one. A 17 plus a 27. That's definitely going to hit. So that's another hit. The next one, a 12 plus 10, 22 hits. So of this first extra action, 2 of those attacks hit. Of the next extra action, does a 20? A 20 does hit. So that's a 3rd hit. Kate is paying for this extra damage right now. A 23 is going to hit. And finally, final attack, an 18 to 28. 5 out of 6 attacks are going to hit. Kate says, I only sent 1, but I'll send another. I'm sorry. It shows, so it just shows the a list of what I've gotten. And so, like, because you were the last one to donate the same thing, when you said extra, I thought that meant that you gave 2 extras there. But you made up for it. You just did another one. So all of that is legit. We have 5 extra damages going against this poor ancient white dragon who, I mean, honestly, he should be fine. Jeremy Cantrell healing the most damaged monster, which is probably the young blue dragon. 90. Okay, you guys are trying to make it an even fight as the young blue dragon gets a sudden burst of healing and goes all the way back up. I need to do 5 sets of damage to this ancient white dragon. So, let's do it. Normal roll. We didn't have any nat 20s. Damage. That's 3. Jeremy Cantrell healing another monster. 3. I love seeing everybody on different sides. This is fun. Damage. Jeremy, give me 1 second. I will heal him. And then we have one more 5th. Flash of light. There we go. I got to apply all this damage. All right, so the total damage was a 21, a 16, an 18, a 17, and a 20. Taking an ancient white dragon a 1/3 of the way down? Impressive. I also need to heal the Dwergar Screamer. Maybe not. Yeah. The Dwergar Screamer gets a full heal. So, okay. All right. That's going to draw some attention from the dragon. All right. The Cyclops Oracle's turn is done. Now the Ancient White Dragon's going to do his pounce attack. So, he's going to target the Screamer, who's closest. And he's going to use his pounce. Usability. And the pounce, I believe, he gets to make 1 rend attack, which is plus 14 to hit, by the way, in case you were wondering. So yeah, that's definitely going to hit. And then we will roll the damage. Okay. Minus 21 HP. That did save the Screamer, Jeremy. Up next, we have Aang the Elementalist. Okay. I mean, in all honesty, the monsters have a solid chance now, even with the Ancient coming in. So, Aang is going to turn his attention towards, I think, the young blue dragon. He's got to. So, he's going to use Elemental Claw 3 times with advantage. We're gonna roll at advantage because we've got the likes. So that's good thing we're doing an advantage, by the way. I just realized he missed. I think the monsters are going to show that there's no match for them, says Rick. We will see. Aang rolls with advantage, and luckily does. He hits with the first one. So now let's go ahead and roll 2 more. Roll with advantage. Not 20! Aang is not here to lose. And we get to do another one with advantage. And that one's definitely going to hit. So that is 3 hits, one of them being a critical hit. You never know what's going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen. You never know! The first attack. Now we're going to do damage for the second attack. I know, Rick, this is wild. And for the third one being a critical hit. Holy cow. So we had 40, 28, and 17 damage to the young blue dragon, which, Jeremy, without your mass heal, that young blue dragon was toast. Okay. It is now the Ancient White Dragon's turn, but before he does that, he gets to use another legendary action. So he's going to use another pounce attack usability. So that's 2 of his 3 legendary actions this round. He's going to target the Dwergar Screamer with another rend attack, which is plus 14 to hit. I'm pretty sure the Dwergar's AC is like 14, so he's definitely going to hit. Jeremy Cantrell healing the most damaged monster, which in this case is the young blue dragon. So we apply this damage. The Screamer does die, but the young blue dragon, who just took close to 100 HP worth of damage, gets fully healed. So just like that, the blue dragon flying in the sky as it takes this damage, you watch as all of the wounds start to heal back up mysteriously as the dragon almost feels nothing. But it is now the Ancient White Dragon's turn, because that was its legendary action between turns. So it's going to fly, because it's got like 1,000,000 feet of flight. It's going to go here, face up against this young blue dragon. It's getting its legendary actions back, and it is going to use its cold breath. It is a 90-foot cone, which is definitely going to hit both of these guys. Both of them need to make a DC 22 Constitution saving throw, which is possible. They both can do that. It's just very tough. Let's see what they got. Casey Krieg coming in. Ooh, they both failed. That is not good. Casey Krieg coming in with a get good, giving a random rare magic item, I believe, if that's what I'm seeing here. Random rare magic item to a hero, which in this case will be Aang. So right after this damage, we'll do the what Aang gets as a magic item. This is wild, ladies and gentlemen. Wild. So we need to do damage, which is 14 d8s worth of cold damage. By the way, in case you were wondering. Oh, he rolled kind of low, though. Lots of 1s and 2s there. They both take the full damage. All right. Honestly, not that bad. But now, those of you over on YouTube and on Twitch, you get to see the wheel pop up for the rare magic item. Thank you, by the way, Casey and Jeremy. Appreciate it. Where is the rare magic item wheel? Down here. There it is. Rare magic item. Let's go ahead and interact with that. We're going to pick one of 3. So I'm going to spin the wheel 3 times. Dark, Jawa, welcome to the stream. These guys are buying in. Okay, he says needs to be a staff. Someone just paid for a rare magic item. We have an armor of resistance, which would be a really good one. Okay, so we have that option. Let me know what your guys' vote is for. This is for this wizard back here, this elemental cultist. We have a mace of smiting, which I probably would not use. So we have an armor of resistance, mace of smiting, or a ring of the ram. The ring of the ram's kind of cool too. What do you guys think? Ring of the ram or armor of resistance? The armor of the resistance could be pretty beneficial here. Let me pull up what ring of the ram does real quick though. He probably, in all honesty, he probably wouldn't use it. I have a feeling because his other stuff would be more powerful. Magic items. I think the heroes don't need any more help, says Germ. Okay, so the ring of the ram I will, can I show this to players? I'm pretty sure I can, right? Identified. You think wrong, says DJ Widget. Sheet, no. I know I can, I thought I could show this players. Anyway, the ring has 3 charges. Can make a ranged spell attack. The ring produces a spectral ram's head and makes its attack with a +7. On a hit, it does 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you. Yeah. I think that the armor of resistance would be way better. So that way any damage that it would be taking is going to be halved because it knows that young blue dragon's doing lightning damage. So we are going to give it the... I thought I had... Oh, I got to bring it in. 1 second. Not classes and subclasses. Come on. We want items. We want items. Okay. All right. I think that we bring in the leather armor of lightning resistance. Jeremy Cantrell says, I got something cooking. Uh-oh. That is a big fat uh-oh. Yeah, I think that he's going to have to do leather armor. It's light armor, which would be the only thing he could wear realistically. Okay. So we close that, and let me open up his thing here. So his AC is currently 16. Oh, he's got chainmail. Hold up. Hold up. He can swap the chainmail for the chainmail of lightning resistance. Sorry. I do like when the magic items come in. I'm just never prepared for it. Import. Let's go. All right, so this might be a little broken. Chainmail of lightning resistance. Yes, use the import. Okay, he is resistant to lightning. There you go. So he does his cone of cold damage as his action. He doesn't have any bonus actions or anything. He's got his legendary resistances. Hasn't needed to use it yet. Ice walk, no problem there. Regional effects. All right, we are good. That is the end of the Ancient White Dragon's turn. By the way, Rick, you didn't give me a name. I need a name for the Ancient White Dragon. All right. The Young Blue Dragon is up. So the Young Blue Dragon, having just been struck down by this cone of cold, is going to maneuver himself slightly. Don't forget, dragons, highly intelligent. Oh, thank you. I actually still had it up on my side, too. Thank you for telling me. Okay, so the dragon, highly intelligent creatures, right, is going to maneuver itself, as a mirage, says Richard, is going to maneuver himself this way. Sliding down slightly. Well, actually, no, sliding up slightly. Oh, that's the name. I thought you were saying the wheel was a mirage. My fault. Okay, I actually do really like that name. Mirage, the ancient white dragon. Mirage. There you go. Okay, so the young blue dragon, Jeremy Cantrell. Oh no, he's coming in with the extra actions. That's problematic. That is problematic. All right, so he is going to, because he has his lightning breath back. Jesse! Look at that ancient white dragon we got in here, Jesse. This is insanity. Rick's going nuts. Jeremy is coming in even wilder right now, giving all the extra actions to the young blue dragon. He is going to, so now he's probably closer to 50 feet up. Jeremy, you animal. He's going to hit both of these with a lightning breath. So they're going to need to make some saves. Jeremy with another extra action. Rick, it is not looking good for Mirage. We need dexterity saving throws from these two. We're going to do advantages, or at least an advantage with Aang. Because I know that the one has extra. So now, Jesse with another one. Jesse helping the monsters out. Opposing Phantom. Welcome, Jeremy with another one. Oh, no. Advantage from Aang. So we used another one. This is not good. This is not good for the heroes. Not good for the heroes. Oh, my God. These dragons are going to need a heal. Don't forget, you can full heal the heroes just like they full healed the monsters. Just saying. Just saying. All right, so they both do succeed. So we roll the 10d10 damage. Oh, I see a 10, a 9, 59. Mirage is just another figment of their imaginations that they will overcome. Jesse says that was for hero side. No problem. Derm says no one asked you, Brandon. All right, so Jesse's will go towards the heroes. Jeremy is going towards the monsters. Okay, so this was his regular action. They both take half. Apply that. Okay, so they were in good shape there. That lightning damage did not do too much. Go here. Delete this. Wade, welcome to the stream. You are witnessing a battle between monsters and heroes. And the Mirage Dragon here is actually on the good people's side. He's a hero. So the monsters were winning, but someone brought in, so a viewer like you, brought in this ancient dragon to save the day. So 10,000 likes. Every 10,000 likes brings in a new monster. Every 2,000 gives heroes an advantage roll. So if you would like to help them out, and then of course all the gifts and stuff, as you can see scrolling by, do different things as well. So the young blue dragon now, Jeremy has bought 4 extra actions for this young blue dragon. So the young blue dragon, in its excitement and all this energy, and it's damaged and it just wants to live, gets this power to keep attacking. So he can do 3 rend attacks. So he's about to do 12 rend attacks against Mirage. That's insane. Here we go. We'll do them 3 at a time. 1 does hit. 2 does hit. That's a big hit. And 3, Jeremy paying for another one. He's getting 15 attacks. Oh my god. Oh, this is crazy. He does miss with the second one. Okay, so we do the damage twice for these 2 hits. Golly. So, I think this is going to be enough to do it. Unless someone full heals Mirage, I think that these 15 attacks from the young blue dragon are going to be enough. He does miss there. 1, 2. A nat 2. He does miss there. DJ Widget with the full heal for Mirage. Oh no. Germ, I mean, you still got 9 more attacks. So the attacks came in before the full heal. So let me deal the 1 set of damage here just to see what he would have gotten. I am sweating. I have this heater on. I am sweating. I gotta turn it or back it up a little. Holy cow. I'm sweating from this battle. It's been so up and down. All right. Jeremy with another action. All right. All right. So we heal Mirage. And now we're back to 12 more attack actions from... 12 more attacks from the young blue dragon. So here we go again. At this point, the fight is to keep Mirage alive for the hero's sake. So the first attack misses. The second attack does hit. Oh! Okay, hold on. We have 10 likes over on YouTube. That's going to bring in another monster. 1 second. Let me roll for another one. So the 2 out of 3 hit here. Jeremy with another one. Oh my god. All right. So we still have 4 actions remaining. I just got to keep up how many actions we have left. All right. Another damage attack. Hold on. 1, 2. Apply. Apply. Okay. So we still have 4 more actions. But before we do that, we need to bring in another monster. A CR 3 to 5 monster. So we interact here. All right. 10 likes on YouTube brings in another monster. Oh, is that a deathlock? That is a deathlock. Okay. Is that another gazer? I can't remember. Let me pull up the monsters. So I've got 4 extra actions remaining. Deathlock. This is the turn that doesn't end. Where is this deathlock, dagnabbit? There it is. Oh, that's right. It's like a undead warlock-looking creature. Okay, so he's going to slide in on the same side. Although I think he might like to be in the back. I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does. So he's going to slide in behind the Cyclops Oracle. Still have 4 remaining. I've still got him up. I just have to remember. Okay, so we got to add him to the battle. Normal roll for initiative. Okay. He's in. So, 4 more actions coming from the young blue dragon. The first set of attacks of those 3. So that'll be 3 remaining now. This is insanity. Insane. 3. That's going to miss. A nat 1. That's going to miss. And then we attack here with a 13 plus. That one will hit. So, he gets a normal set of damage once more against Mirage, dealing 14 more damage. Now, 3rd remaining action. Jeremy, I was curious what was going to happen when I give the monsters the... Another one! We pop up another finger! I was curious what was going to happen when we give the monsters extra actions. Because to be fair, the heroes have been broken with it. So now the monsters have the ability. Rick says, oh my. That was 3 hits in a row. Hold the phone, Cotton. It ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. That's a 17, 16, and 19 for damage. We still have 3 more actions. We're using 3rd one. Character HP update. Mirage is at 237 out of 333. Aang is barely hit. He's lost, I think, 19 out of his, 100-something. Cyclops has 147 remaining. And the young blue dragon has 104 remaining. I applied those 3 damage. We now have 2 attacks remaining, right? Or no, this is the 3rd. That's right. Jesse, stop it. Don't do it, says Jeremy. All right. Oh, that was damage. I didn't mean to roll that one. I rolled the wrong thing. Okay. So, 3rd of 3 remaining. We're doing that now. Normal attack. What did I do, says Jesse. That's a 21 to hit. That hits. 2nd one misses. Germ says, I know what you're thinking. The 3rd one does hit. So we have 2 more damages against Mirage. We apply that damage. And we apply another 17. 2 more 17s. All right. 2nd of 2 remaining. We got 3 attacks as the young blue dragon rolls a 2. Rolls a 2. 2nd one rolls 20, a dirty 20, and the 3rd one rolls a 16. So only one of these hits. Oh no. Oh no. This is going to bring Mirage down to half its HP. All right. 1 final attack remaining. Action remaining. 3 rend attacks. Here we go. 18. All right, that's a good hit. I haven't seen a nat 20 in a while. 6. That one's going to miss. And finally, with the last attack, a nat 1. Oh, no. 1 normal attack. Dirty 20, though. Good bit of damage. Okay. It is now the Cyclops' turn. However, Mirage gets a... Yeah, Deathlock's in there. Gets a legendary action. And it will use... Jesse, full healing Mirage. I have a feeling that's what Jeremy was talking about. Yeah, Jeremy, you did like over 300 damage to this thing. Add a guy, Jesse says DJ Widget. Oh no. Okay, so for the Jesse, we will use Pounce. Can move up to half its speed and make 1 rend attack. So he's going to make his rend attack against the young blue dragon. Normal. 11 plus 25. Roll the damage there. All right. Does 26 damage to the young blue dragon. Now, the Cyclops turns his attention towards Aang, knowing he has to get rid of the extras. He's going to use Flash of Light against Aang here. Normal attack. 12 plus 10. He's definitely going to hit. Normal attack. He gets 3. A nat 20. The Cyclops came to play. The last one was almost another nat 20. But all 3 are going to hit. One of them being a critical. Normal damage, which is 21. Now we do a critical hit. That's 2. Oh! That was a big one. And for the third one, a normal hit. Holy cow. Apply, apply, and apply. Aang is in trouble. Wow, the Cyclops was not playing around. Okay. He's going to... he does get Portent too. Okay. So, that is the end of its turn. It is now Aang's turn. Oh, what kind of damage was that? That was... Radiant. Now, Aang can actually... No, never mind. He cannot be resistant to radiant damage. Okay, never mind. He can't be resistant. He takes all the damage. Aang is a hero. That is correct. It is Aang's turn. Aang is going to attack back. He's got his 3 attacks. So, Elemental Claw. Normal. 16. Stephanie Green, welcome back. He will hit with that one. Number 2. Oh, actually, though, before Aang's turn, Mirage will do another attack against the young blue dragon as a legendary reaction. So we do Rend. Normal attack. DJ with Widget with another action for Aang, and he gets another action because I never used Jesse's. So he has 2 extra actions. He definitely hits with this. Did I apply this? Tortle, what's going on? He definitely hits. Normal. And we apply 26 more damage to the young dragon. Okay. Just came from seeing the Minecraft movie. Excellent. I've heard great things about it. Jesse with another full heal. Ladies and gentlemen, the heroes went from not wanting it, to only wanting it. This is all they want, is all the smoke. 2 hits, 2 damage, 2 attacks, hit. The third one does not. So I need to do the damage for these. Jesse with a third. Okay, Aang has 3 actions now. Jeremy Cantrell! Bringing in an ancient dragon for the enemies! No way! Jeremy! Jeremy, you animal! What? No way! That is crazy! Oh my god! Okay, hold on. Alright. I need to think. We have 3 extra actions for Aang right now. I have not done the damage for Aang yet. Give me 1 second. He attacked twice. Wait, I need... Hold on. Damage. Normal. That was his regular attack. Okay, I have 3 extra actions for Aang, who was just healed all the way. Guess monsters are winning. They weren't a second ago. Took the forever turn and then brought that in. LOL, if Jeremy ever gets a Satchmon card, he has to look like a troll. Okay. Alright. I was going to ask who was winning, but my question has just been answered. Okay. Remind me, I have 3 actions remaining for Aang. But we need to bring in an ancient blue dragon. Okay. This is the mother of the young blue dragon, who sees this ancient white dragon attacking her child and comes flying into the battle. Jeremy, what are we naming your monster? as I bring it in, this is wild. Oh my goodness. As the ancient blue dragon. Do I have a dragon noise on here? I don't think I do. Do I? No, I don't. Oh my God. Jeremy, what are we naming it? As I need to add it to the battle. Holy cow. This is unheard of. Unheard of. The ancient blue dragon rolling, by the way, an initiative of 31. Jesus. Okay. Where was I? Aang has 3 more attacks. So as Aang takes its first attack and feels just power surging through its body, knowing that it's about to do all the damage, this massive blue dragon. Drogon, I like it. Malik Sanka, holla play, what's going on? This is insanity. That's what's going on. All right. Oh my God. Jeez. I need to change the token's name. I don't even remember how to do that. Identity. There we go. Drogon. This is quite the different Dracarys from the Mother of Dragons. Jesse Lee with an extra action for the heroes who may need it. TikTok, where's my likes? Unfortunately, there's no viewers in TikTok at the moment. I find that once TikTok hits no viewers, they do not want me to have any more viewers. So, it's okay. Okay, so we got 2 more actions. So Aang has 5 actions now. This is crazy. So it's going to turn its attention. Rick's back though. What's up, Rick? So he's going to go after, he's going to continue after the Cyclops Oracle. He's got 5. Is that another one, Jesse? Did I just miss one looking down? I started off with 3. I knew that coming back to this. Did you just do 3 more or 2 more? I feel like you did 3 more. I feel like Aang has 6 actions. So that means he has 18 attacks. So he is about to go crazy. Make that 21. Jesse's going wild. This is insanity. This is insanity. I wish I could just roll this 3 times. I wish I could say roll 3 times. Attack mode, one-handed. I don't know what that means. Normal. Oh my gosh, no. He's missing. Oh, he's got 24 attacks. All right, I need to keep track of these somehow. Ah! So we have 7 actions. 3, 6, right? No, is that 8? There's another one? 8? Jesse! I can't keep up. We have 8 actions. I don't have fingers and ability to do them. I need to be a Machamp and have more hands. So we do 1 normal damage to the Cyclops. Okay, we now have... Oh, Richard's healing the monster. Okay, Richard, might I recommend... Unless you want to heal the young blue dragon... Oh, yeah, actually, he got hit pretty hard. Never mind. I was going to say, it looked like none of the monsters were hurt. I was going to say, might recommend saving it. But, yeah, the young blue dragon was definitely hurt. This is crazy. Crazy, you guys are animals. Okay, I applied the damage. Now, I have 7 attacks left. 7 actions left, meaning 21 attacks. Richard coming in for the monsters. Guys, I don't know who's going to win this battle. This is the most up and down battle we've had since the first one. Observer, welcome to the stream. All right, now on action 7. We have 6 remaining. On action 7, misses the first one. The second one, so 5. That's going to miss. That's wild. And the third one is another 5. So completely misses all attacks there. Now, we have 6 actions remaining. I'm trying to keep track here. 6 actions. I'm almost off of my second hand here, ladies and gentlemen. So that's good. Elemental Claw, normal attack. As Aang is just firing over. Oh, does he have resistance to cold, by the way? No. Okay. Firing over cold attacks. I've been moving furniture and I'm at work. I'm physically drained. Y'all mentally wrecking me. LOL, this is awesome, everybody. Yeah, this is insane. I've been up to like 1 a.m. the past 2 nights. Oh, there's a nat 1. And at first I was a little tired. I am wide awake right now. We have 5 actions remaining after this one. He does hit with 2. Normal. And, wow, 26 damage. That's a good one. Normal attack here. He is really trying to get rid of this giant. I mean, this Cyclops Oracle. Okay. We have 5 actions remaining. I'm on 1 hand officially. All right. Elemental Claws. He's flying them off. This just looks like a minigun of magic. Just magic attacks flying through the air. 1, 2. That's a 16. We got another one coming in. Oh! All right. That is 1 attack. Okay. So 1 attack that lands at least. Does 20 more damage. By the way, guys, this is going to be the first Midweek Monster Mash that we have 2 people in the Masters of the Realm tier. That's exhilarating. Rick and Jeremy are going to share that spot. Good for you guys. That is wild. I'm definitely going to make a mention of that. Just letting you know. Hope you're not embarrassed by popularity. All right, 4 actions. We're doing our 4th. Here we go. A nat 1. Okay, Aang is befuddled, flustered. His flabbers are gasted right now. Jesse says, welcome to the club. Yeah, because Jesse was the first one who brought in the ancient bronze dragon, I think. It was bronze or copper. All right. Oh, that was a good hit. We have 3 more actions. The problem is they are averaging 1 hit out of 3, every one of these. Come on, Aang, get your act together. There you go. There's 1. 2. How does the screen look for you guys, by the way? Is it helpful having the rolls and stuff that you can see? The second one misses? Or is it just in the way? What are your guys' thoughts on that? And a nat 1! 1 out of 3! Copper because his name was Bronze Eater. That's right. Jesse says, yeah. As in, yeah, that's helpful. It is. It's awesome. I love it. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, because I realized this whole time you guys had no idea what the results were other than me saying it. And I want you to be able to see it. So as long as it's not in the way, glad to hear you guys like it. 2 more attacks. Can he kill off this Cyclops? I like the screen. You're just rolling like crap. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, tell me about it. This is crazy. Beautiful rolls, says Germ. And, oh my. Guys, I don't know what. All right. We have 4 attacks remaining. All 4 of these are going to be with advantage. I've had enough. That still literally almost missed. That's insane. That's insane. Literally insane. All right. Last 3 attacks. Does that kill it? No. First attack, going to the Cyclops. He's got to hit here, right? He's got to hit. Got to hit. With advantage. Guys, I literally don't know what you want me to do. I have no idea what you want me to do. That was with advantage. There you go. Still rolled a 2, but luckily rolled an 18. And the final one with advantage. Oh, a 19, so close to that 20. Jesse says normal damage will be enough to hit it. Apply. That's going to kill the Cyclops Oracle. And the last one, he's going to aim at the Deathlock. As in, like, yo, Mirage, good luck with that. I'm going to aim this way. Let's roll our damage against the Deathlock. 8, 9. 22 damage there. Ooh, bloodied for the Deathlock. Okay, that is the end of Aang's turn. Now, it's the Deathlock's turn, but we have 2 ancient creatures that both have legendary actions. So we are going to go change out those dice, throw them in timeout. Okay, I will change the dice. I will change them. It's time for a dice change. Configure settings. Dice so nice. All right. I'm going to change them. We're going to get rid of the stars texture. We're going to go clouds. And we're going to change the label. No. We're going to change the dice color to a nice frosty blue. Negative, don't you touch those dice. Okay. All right. Here's what we're going to do. For you guys over on the hero side, I will roll the blue dice that are on this screen here. For those of you on the monster side, I will stick with these dice, because that's only fair. So we have 2 legendary actions coming in from these monsters. The first one is going to be from Drogon, who is earlier in the initiative. So as a legendary action, Drogon can do a sonic boom, casting Shatter, can do tail swipe, making 1 rend attack, cast invisibility on itself, and it can fly up to half its fly speed. The dragon can't take this action again until it starts. It could go invisible. It's not going to do that. It's casting Shatter. So we're going to go to spellcasting. We're going to cast Shatter. Lindsay needs to go in timeout. All right. We are casting Shatter on Mirage. And now, let me go back over to here. So, Constitution saving throw. Now, Mirage does have good Constitution. Let's see what happens. It fails, rolling a 20. We are going to choose to succeed instead using a no, it's just 20. He's going to take it. This is quite the battle of the dragons. Yeah, this is wild. This is wild. He's going to take the damage. That's okay. So we're going to roll the damage. Oh, it might not be 20. Oh, it's 20 was the save. It's a little less. It's 18. All right, not the Deathlock. Selected. Mirage takes the 18 damage. Okay. That is the legendary action from Drogon. Why can I not delete? Okay. Now the legendary action from Mirage, who is going to use Freezing Burst. Yeah, we're definitely going to use this. Because it's not going to hit Aang. Heck yeah, we're going to use that. Okay. So these two now need to make saving throws. DC 20, Constitution saving throws. Oh, did something else happen? The target's speed is 0 until the end of the target's next turn. So he can't move next turn. Okay. All right. So the young blue dragon fails. Oh, I need to do Constitution saving throw. Sorry, 1 second. Normal. Now Drogon fails. He is going to use his legendary resistance and succeed instead. Oh, wait. Speed is 0 there. Half as much. A construct. No. Okay. No, Drogon just casts Shatter. We're good. Okay. He's going to use legendary resistance and succeed instead. Okay, so we're going to do the damage to the 2 selected. Roll. Okay, now we choose selected. Drogon and the young blue dragon both take the... Nope. Drogon takes half. Is Shadow a spell? Darkness is a spell. I don't know if that's what you mean by it. And then the one that failed, which is the young blue dragon, speed is 0 until the end of its next turn. Okay, that is the legendary actions. It is the Deathlock's turn. Draco, welcome to the stream, by the way. You have popped into a wild one. So far, Rick over on YouTube paid to bring in this ancient blue dragon, and Germ has paid to bring in Mirage. So it is any side's game here. No one knows who will win this. I didn't know if he needed to make a con save to keep it going. I don't think so. I don't believe so. All right. It is the Deathlock's turn. And the Deathlock is going to use... I feel like he should use invisibility. I think we're gonna go with. I think he's just gonna do his regular attacks. They seem to be the best. Grave Bolt makes 2 Deathly Claw or Grave Bolt attacks. Okay. He's going to fire his Grave Bolt attacks off at Aang. It is not looking good for the heroes, honestly. Now that Drogon's in. I don't know. It's any side's game. Any side's game. I keep saying it's not looking good for someone, then you guys change your mind. He misses his first one and misses his second. The Deathlock does nothing. Nothing! So that's his turn, because he doesn't have any bonus action or reaction. Turn, resistance, unusual nature. Nope. Okay, that's his turn. So it is Mirage's turn, but before that, we have 2 legendary actions coming in. So Drogon cannot use Sonic Boom again, but it can use Tail Whip, which is Tail Swipe, which it's going to do. Usability. And it's going to attack Mirage. It has a range of 10 feet, so no problem there. Target just came past, missed something big. Yeah, we had an ancient dragon come in for you monsters from Germ over on YouTube. Yeah, you missed something big. All right, so he makes a rend attack. Normal. This is crazy. Kate says, woo! That's a big hit, by the way. See what our damage looks like. Yikes. Yikes. Apply to Mirage. Okay. So now, as a legendary action, Mirage gets to go before its turn. And it also is going to use a similar one. It's going to use Pounce. Oh, it's used all of its legendary actions. It has none remaining. Okay. So it is not going to do that, but it is its turn. So first things first, we see if it gets its cold breath back. It does! Rolling a 5 gets its cold breath back. That's pretty crazy. So we definitely are going to use that. Definitely are going to use that. So that will hit both. Okay. These 2 need to make Constitution saving throws. And, oh, a nat 20 for probably the young blue dragon. Drogon. DJ Widget with extra actions. Reggie. All right, so both of them save. So they still are going to take the damage, but it's half. Yeah, half damage. Could be a lot of damage, though. 72. They are lucky they're taking half of this for saving. That's wild. 36 damage to both of them. DJ Widget with another extra action. All right, so he does not have Cone of Cold, but he's getting extra actions right now. They really want these heroes to win. All right, he's obviously going to turn his attention to... The dragons are smart. He's going to turn his attention towards the Ancient Dragon, knowing that the other one, DJ Widget with another extra action, can probably handle the blue dragon, the young blue dragon. So wreck these dragons, says DJ Widget. All right. He is going to make his attacks against the other Ancient Dragon, Drogon. Oh, my God. So he makes 3 rend attacks, right? Yeah. Yikes. Yikes. 1-1-1, says Germ. Okay, for the heroes, I said I would do it over here. Using these dice. Rend attack. Here we go. 1. And it's got the right color, too. That's a 7. 21. Oh, I forgot to target. 21. Does not hit. Jesse with another action. Oh, here we go again. 3 more after this one. All right, we are on the right person now. There you go. That's going to hit. And we have a 3rd attack. A 12 plus a lot. That's 2 attacks. Let's go ahead and roll our damage. 1 and 2. Another one, Jesse. I'm lifting fingers as you go here. We have 4 remaining. All right, I apply these 2. Up next, we have... Right? I haven't put one down yet. Yes. 3 more. This is wild. Normal attack. 18 plus. Oh, that one's definitely going to hit. This one. Nat 20! There it is. About time. And the third attack. Another big hit. Okay, all of these hit. That's massive. Okay, the blue dice are working. The blue dice are working. So the first one's regular. The second one is a critical. And the third one is another normal. I don't like that I'm not looking at the camera, by the way. That's the downside of rolling on this side. Big damage. Oh, that critical was kind of low, though. What did we roll here? Let's see. A 3, 3, 6, and 1. Loom. Apply, apply, apply. Drogon may be in trouble. May be in trouble unless he also gets fully healed. Y'all been playing with these fully heals. 1 hit. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately you guys see me roll a lot over here too, or scroll a lot too. So that's 1 hit. The next one also hits. No, it does not. Sorry, bad math. That's a miss. That one's a hit. So we have 2 more hits. Normal damage. That's 23 damage. And another normal damage. That is 27. Apply, apply. Second of 2. Lindsay says, woo woo! The heroes are wrecking right now with all these extra actions. 17's gonna hit. Jeremy Cantrell with a full heal. All right. Okay, let me do the damage from this attack. It is 2 more attacks on this action. All right, I apply that. Hold on. Jesse, ... DJ Widget knew that was coming. Jeremy, we can do this all night, he says. All right, we have 2 more attacks. I am so going to lose my voice. So going to lose my voice. That one hits. You guys are insane. Absolutely insane crowd here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We do damage to 1. Oh my god. Alright, I think I need to make a new tier if someone hits $100, by the way. I don't know what that tier is, but I think we need a new one. That's what I just decided. Alright, I dealt the damage. This is the last action. Jesse says, no, I will have to go to sleep soon. Alright, this is the last action. Random. 1. Oh, and that 1. It's like this never happened. Number 2. A nat 20 to make up for it. And finally. Oh, we can't listen to Jurassic Park right now. Okay, so he only gets 1 hit, but it is a nat 20. All right, let's change this to the surprise music. Hopefully the music's loud enough, by the way. Can you guys even hear it? Hopefully. Okay. That is all of the extra actions we had. I do need to do the critical hit against Drogon. Dracarys. Okay. Big hit. To be fair, it's 2 big lizards fighting. That's true. That is true. They're essentially dinosaurs. That is the end of Mirage's turn, as if it never happened. After that, Drogon gets to use its final legendary attack. Which it's going to use Tail Swipe again. Usability. Oh, let me get it off of here. So it gets to use Ren. Should have killed Baby Blue. Yeah. I mean, honestly, maybe Aang can take care of that. We'll see. He's putting a lot of faith in Aang right now. 13. I forgot to target. 29 against... Who's that? I mean, it definitely hits. So now we do the damage. Okay, there we go. Normal damage. I forgot that this rolls 2d10s, 2d8s. That's a good amount of damage too. Okay. Now it is the young blue dragon's turn. The young blue dragon cannot move. It probably might have thought about flying away, but So first we roll to see if it gets lightning breath back. It does not with a 1. If it were just the 2 big dragons going, I would be content watching them slug it out till victory. Okay. Now it is going to do its rend attacks. That's really what it's got. So, and it gets three of those, yeah. Okay, the 2025 rules switch to this rend. It's basically the new claw. And, I mean, I'm cool with it. But, like, it's a word not many people know. And they gave, like, every creature a rend attack. So that's pretty interesting. That one misses. The first one does hit. The second one does hit. I believe barely. 21. Yeah, well, not barely. He could have gone to 20 and still hit. All right, dude, we got 2 damages. A 1. A 2. Not 3. Normal damage. Oh, I gotta get my leg back up. This chair is too close to the desk. Okay, we had a 19 and a 20 damage. All right, Mirage taking the hits. That is the end of the young blue dragon's turn. It cannot fly away. It is Drogon's turn. Drogon does not have any more legendary actions, but you know who does? Now that their turn's over, that would be Mirage. So Mirage is going to use one of its legendary actions to use Freezing Burst. Yeah, it can't take this action again until the start of its next turn. It just had its turn. So it's going to use Freezing Burst. And right around itself does not hit Aang. Aang is lucky to be up top like he is. So we need con saves from these two. That's a nat. This is wild rolls. I wish somebody was counting how many nat 20s we had tonight, because it's like 1,000. All right, so just 1 hits. No, just 1 saves. Drogon saves. The young blue dragon fails. So of the selected, Drogon takes half. Prefer those nat 20s on their attacks, not the con saves. Yeah, for real. So center a point, and the target's speed is reduced to 0. The young blue dragon cannot move again. Okay, so that is its legendary action. And now it is Drogon's actual turn. Drogon is going to use... Okay. All right. Drogon is going to spin this way slightly. And, yeah, it'll let the young blue dragon be a little above it, since the young blue dragon's 50 feet in the air. Drogon's going to be probably 40 feet in the air. Let me make that apparent. Okay. Although I know you can't see it. It is going to use its lightning breath attack. Yikes. Usability. Good luck, Aang. And good luck... good luck, Mirage. Jesse says, miss. This is a DC 23 dex saving throw. They are in trouble. I'm going to use advantage on Aang's. I forgot to add the 4 earlier. We should be at 13 advantage rolls. Baby dragon is hit, but it's resistant. I mean, it's immune to lightning damage. You are correct. I just didn't bother because I know it's immune. I forgot to add the 4 to the counter earlier when we did 4 more. Oh, that's supposed to say 12. Okay. All right. But we are using 1 more. So it's at 13 now. Don't forget to use the hero dice. That is a solid point, Germ. Good luck to Aang and Mirage, because you gotta need it. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, wait. Why do I have... Okay, well, Aang is supposed to be the one at advantage. Who failed? Oh, I had Drogon roll. Got it. Aang rolled a dirty 20 and still failed. Mirage failed, but we're going to use Legendary Resistance and succeed anyway. So how many does he have left? Oh, he's still got 3 left. He's good. That's right, because we didn't use it earlier. That's right. Okay. So, Mirage takes half. Aang takes the full. Aang may very well be dead from this. Because the Lightning Breath attack Guys, this is a lot of damage. This is a lot of damage. 16 D10s worth of damage. Only a 69 though. Let me look at these numbers here. Ew, 4 1s, a 2 2, 3 3. Yeah, 110 out of all that. That is rough. That's all that happened. But did that go to Mirage? I forgot to do it to minus 69. Armor of Lightning Resistance, DJ Widget. Good call. We did that earlier. Look at that, Casey Krieg. If you're still on here, Mr. Krieg, you didn't save Aang, but you close to saved him. He was about to die. Oh, wow. Good call, Widget. So that's a good lightning breath. That's gone. All right, let me get rid of the lightning line. Okay. That's going to be his turn. He gets his legendaries back. He does have the spell casting. Shadow. Yeah, those are lame. Okay. So that's going to be his attack and his turn, which means it is now Aang's turn. But before that, we have Mirage's second, I believe, or maybe third legendary action. Second legendary action, of which it's going to use Pounce, so it gets to use a rend attack. Free rend attack. Normal. 14 plus, that's definitely going to hit. All right, damage. Wow, Widget, good call. I forgot all about that. It would have applied it automatically, but because for some reason I hadn't selected Aang, I had to go manually do it, and I was definitely about to do 70. All right, now it's Aang's turn. Aang, Aang is not really worried about that Deathlock, I don't think. He's going for the Young Blue Dragon. He's attacking 3 times, all at advantage, because we have 12 likes on YouTube, so that's 12. And then we have 14,000 likes on TikTok, so that's another 7. We've got 7 advantages to work with. So we're going to use 3 of them right here. So that's going to give us 16. Okay. All right. And then get out of the line of fire. Yeah, that's a solid idea. All right. Aang. Elemental Claw. Advantage. How goes the battle, Brandon Reigns? Oh my God, are you kidding me? The heroes! Brandon Reigns, we went from the heroes were looking all right. The monsters went insanity. Oh, you're right. You're right. Wrong dice. I'm not counting it. I'm not counting it. I used the wrong dice. Guys, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want from me. That's crazy. The heroes just don't want it. That's wild. That was 1. 2 misses with advantage. And 3 if you count the other dice. Come on. No, 3 misses. That is wild. 3 misses with advantage and a +7 bonus. That's crazy. Germ with the heart. Aang, what are you doing? Aang is going to dip back behind this. He's going to slide down the canyon here. So he's going to have kind of full coverage from Drogon here. The Deathlock can kind of still see him now. Man! 3 advantages for nothing. It is the Deathlock's turn, but before that, you know what we got to do. He's dying tonight, apparently. Brandon, by the way, I didn't get to finish. I don't know if you noticed this. We have not 1, but 2 ancient dragons that were brought in tonight by Germ and Rick. Absolute animals. Absolute animals. So we start with the Ancient Blue. He's going to use probably Shatter. which shatter 3rd level. Okay, yeah. Do we want to use shatter? Shatter's like, I feel like not that great. We're not using shatter. We're using tail swipe. It's way better. Yeah, we're definitely using tail swipe. Yeah, but one of them's a good dragon, Brandon. That's why they're fighting each other. All right. Tail swipe. We're using it. So he gets to use another rend attack. Of course, he's going to hit, right? That's insane. That is insane. We apply that damage to Mirage. Mirage is looking rough. Mirage is looking rough. But Mirage also gets a legendary action. Its final one. It is also going to use its rend attack against Drogon. Oops. Target. Okay. Here we go. Rend. Use it. Normal. I'm going to throw up. I'm literally going to throw up. Guys, there's nothing that I can do to change this. There's nothing. I don't know what to... Bleh. Bleh. All right, the Deathlock is going to go after Aang. Guys, the monsters might pull this off. Grave Bolt. Oh, man. 11 plus is going to hit. And we'll do a second one. Jesse Lee. Jesse Lee says nay. Mirage shall not go. Toro, what's going on again? Jesse. Oh my God. Apply. Aang looking rough. Mirage no longer looking rough. Mirage with a burst of energy. Germ says go to bed, Jesse. All right. The Deathlock takes its turn. It has no other reactions or anything. Actually, what kind of damage is that, though? Necrotic. Can it have? Wait for it. Nope. Elemental, not necrotic. Okay. So, Jesse heals Mirage. And the Deathlock takes its turn. Up next, we have Mirage, who would be out. It's out of legendary actions, but it's fully healed. Let's roll to see if it gets its Cone of Cold back. It does not. So it's going to get 3 rend attacks. And gosh darn it, we are doing all 3 of them with advantage. We are getting a nat 20 out of this attack. Because we have the attacks to work with. All right, change the counter to 19. Oh, you know what? Aang is going to use the other healing potion that was brought in earlier. Our 2d4 plus 2 before his turn ends. 5 plus 2, so 7. Aang heals 7. Okay. Good there. All right, we're rolling 3 times with advantage. Daisy's got plus 50 stealth. That's the slowest flower I've ever seen. Slowest flower? Oh, okay, got it. I would beg to differ. I think that most flowers are pretty slow, because they don't move. All right. Here you go. For those of you rooting for the heroes, now's your chance. 3 attacks with the ice dice with advantage. There's no way they miss, right? There's no way they miss. Barely hits. Barely hits. Here we go with advantage. Nat 20 coming in. Okay, that one hits a little more. Nat 20 coming in. Not a nat 20. But we get 3 hits thanks to our advantages. By the way, the opposite dice would not have hit. That's insanity. Damage, normal. Damage, normal. Damage, normal. All right. That's the lowest flower I've ever seen. Realm Corner Store for $100 tier if needed. The Realm Cornerstone. I like that. I like that. I would probably label it as Cornerstone of the Realm. Huh? Or what's the, what about, is Keystone, which one sounds better, Keystone or Cornerstone? Because Keystone holds everything together. But Cornerstone, similar. I don't know. You guys decide. But we need another one in case anyone ever hits that $100 level. I didn't think it would ever happen. Tonight made it clear that it's a possibility. Okay. That is a lot of damage done to Drogon. And that was Mirage's turn. So it's the Young Blue Dragon's turn. Ancient Blue, yeah. Drogon has its things back. Cornerstone is what everything is built on. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, okay. I assumed they were like similar things. Like, I thought they meant the same thing. I thought Keystone and Cornerstone were the same block. That's on me. That is on me. All right, so we're using Tail Swipe, which means we get a rend attack against Mirage as these two ancient dragons continue to battle it out against each other. Rend attack. Don't worry, Rick and Jeremy probably have another $3. This is insane. Insane, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It is the Young Blue Dragon's turn, who was healed. First, we need to see if it gets its Lightning Breath back. It does. It is not going to hit Aang, but it is going to use its Lightning Breath against Mirage here. Spin it around. Send the attack. All right, so we need to do a save for Mirage here. Dexterity saving throw. It's going to take the damage. That's fine. That's fine. Because if the other one gets it back, it's really going to want the legendary resistance for that. Okay, so it takes that. Now, does something else happen with the lightning breath? No. Okay, so it takes the 10d10 damage, which is 42. And then let me go ahead and get rid of the lightning breath here. Jesse says can't. Of course, but the best can have a three-peat. I get it. Can't have a three-peat. We'll see. We will see. That's why I had to swap sides, Jesse. LOL. Okay. So it is now Drogon's turn. Drogon's out of legendary reactions. Or legendary actions. Let's see if he gets his lightning breath back. He does not. So he gets 3 rend attacks, which it's going to use obviously against Mirage. All right, let's see if he hits. I was gonna, to be honest, just forgot, super busy week. Was that a nat 20? Oh no, I missed it. That was a nat 20 for Drogon. Oh, man. I mean, it's been clear from the beginning. The heroes don't have the heart tonight for some reason. I mean, they're failing with advantage. Drogon's coming in like it's nothing with regular rolls. Oh, he somehow still hits with that one. Okay. Okay. So 3 hits. The first one, a critical hit. Mirage might be in some serious trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. Jesse says, I'm done. Battle's over. I don't blame you, Jesse. It's not your fault. The heroes didn't want it. The heroes did not want it. Apply, apply, apply. I mean, something crazy can still happen. Don't get me wrong. Aang's an animal. Jeez. Okay. That's his turn. Aang's up. Mirage is out of legendaries, right? No, he just got his legendaries back. So, does he use Freezing Burst? I think he uses Pounce. He's got to use it. He's got to get some rend attacks. The freezing thing isn't doing much. Quick, call your bank for a loan. Rend attack. Slobby Robbie, welcome to the stream. It's been a wild one. Been an absolutely wild one. I know you're seeing 3 dragons here. One of them's actually a good guy. The ancient white one. If we reach 10,000 likes, we bring in another monster. So he just rolled a 33 to hit, which definitely hits, obviously. We deal our damage against Drogon. 17. Deal that damage. Okay. That is his legendary action. We are now back to Aang. Aang, the elemental cultist, is going to weasel his way back up the side here. Slighter slope. And he's going to look over at the young blue dragon. And he's going to fire off. How many more likes? I mean, how many more advantage rolls do we got? Every 2,000 likes is another advantage roll. Every like over here, 13 plus 7. We have 20. We have one more advantage roll left. Aang is using it. Aang's using it. Here we go. Every 2,000 likes is another advantage roll. Aang could use it. All right. He's going to go after the young blue dragon. First one's with advantage. Because he's thinking he might have a hard time hitting that Drogon guy. All right. Elemental Claw. Here we go. Normal attack for the first one. I'm thinking the middle one's going to be a good advantage one. All right. Oh, this is supposed to be heroes. All right, attack with advantage. Guys, I can't use you. You told me to use the blue dice. You told me to use the blue dice. They're not doing as good. All right, there's a 19 though. All right, we have 2 hits. All right, normal. And no. Oh, that's a big damage though. Big damage. I rolled the wrong dice for that. I apologize. And another big damage here, maybe? Use another dice? Not bad. 30 and 21 applied to the young blue dragon. Okay. That's the end of Aang's turn. We're going to go to the Deathlock, but beforehand, we've got some legendary actions coming in. So, up first is the ancient blue dragon here, Drogon, who's going to use his rend attack. He gets 1 free rend attack against the ancient white dragon. 15 plus a million. So that's going to hit, and then we deal the damage. And then we have another legendary action coming in from Mirage. This is wild. Just watching 2 epic creatures battle it out on the battlefield. One by one as these monsters are just latching into each other's hides and scales, digging underneath, ripping them apart, biting the parts that they're missing. Archon of the Plains for a possible new tier. I'm pondering since my heroes don't want to win. Hey, I like it. I like it. Mirage, of course, misses. Why did you roll a 4? That's wild. That's just insanity. All right, well, back to the Deathlock's turn. I like Archon of the Plains. And I know you use ChatGPT for that, I think, because Archon, that ChatGPT recommends that Archon word all the time. So I feel like you use ChatGPT, which I support, by the way. I use it constantly. The Deathlock, actually, yeah, the Deathlock has not gone again yet, right? Gemini, got it. Did the Deathlock go? Did Aang? No. No, he has not. Okay. The Deathlock's gonna go. And he's gonna attack Aang. And he may finish off Aang. Here he goes. Normal. And normal. 11. And a 16. Both miss. Aang holds on for another round at least. As the Deathlock has some lame attacks. I'll tell you that for free. I gotta change the counter to 20. 1 second. Okay. Alright. Oh, I did. Okay. I was gonna say, thank you. I appreciate you, Germ. 16, I think, might also hit. It does. Meter beat. They both hit. Germ, looking out for me here. So, I don't think Aang hangs around for another round. Although, that was low damage. Oh, I think Aang's fine. Dieters! Dieters, check this out. We've had an insane roller coaster of a night. Do you see what you're looking at here? Do you see this? An ancient blue dragon and an ancient white dragon. An ancient white dragon for the heroes, an ancient blue dragon for the monsters. Germ and Rick coming in for each side with a roller coaster of emotions tonight. It has been insanity. Absolutely insanity. It's been pretty unclear who's going to win all night. Up next is Mirage, but before so, Mirage does have another legendary action to use. So, I think it actually, I didn't account for one. So we got to use Rend. Yeah, it's to the point now where I have to add, I think, another tier for the donations. Can we stop rolling sub-10s for the heroes? This is crazy. Also, Drogon, did he have any? Yeah, he still had legendaries. No, he used one. I didn't mark it. Wrong dice roll again. Oh, you are right. You are right. I switched it earlier. I'm going to switch it now. Okay, in case you wanted it to be worse, then the blue dice made sure that that was a worse roll. That is... So Drogon was supposed to go before that anyway. Let me go ahead and roll. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'm supposed to look unbiased, and this is making me look biased. Watch, probably, yeah, there's a 17 plus a million. You know he hits with that. So he has one legendary action remaining. Mirage is looking brutally rough. It is Mirage's turn. See if he gets Cone of Cold back. Or Cold Breath. It does not. So, he's going to use 3 Rend attacks. Come on, target already. Target. There we go. Okay. 3 Rend attacks. I have no more advantages. The dice giveth, and tonight the dice taketh away constantly, all night, relentlessly, painfully. Really. It's just been... Oh, hold on. I'm going to let y'all keep that because the heroes need at least some kind of happiness. But I was supposed to roll over here. There's a 9. That should still hit, though. There you go. There you go. That's another hit. And another one. Is it going to be another one? That's another hit. There you go. We got 3 hits, ladies and gentlemen. You finally got some hits against Drogon. Nope, wrong dice don't count. Reroll, says Jesse. You're targeting Aang. Oh, hold on. I think it still hits. Yeah, we're good. His AC is 22. They all did still hit. See, the problem is it sees me as 2 different people here. So, I target things on one screen, but it's not changing anything there. But it did still hit. You're right. I was targeting the wrong person again. And it's trying to deal the damage to them also. So, selected. And I need to do damage one more time. All right. Apply, and apply. Look at that. Drogon's health is going down, finally. Finally, we had some good attacks here. All legendary actions back. Young Blue Dragon is up. We have one more legendary action, so we have a Rend attack coming from Drogon. So he's going to target Mirage on this side. Rend attack. Normal. Let's see what we got here. That definitely hits. And damage. Alright. Okay, LOL, or is it? I don't know what the or is it was to. I'm sorry, I missed it. Okay. That was his. Now it's the Young Blue Dragon's turn. The Young Blue Dragon is going to attack Mirage. I was considering letting him fly away and let the Ancient Dragon handle it. But he's going to attack Mirage. Alright. Here we go. Rend attack. That's definitely hitting. Oh, I forgot to roll for the Lightning Breath. He got it back. He got it back. Guys, he got his lightning breath back. He's not going to use rend attacks. He's going to use lightning breath. And he may or may not finish off Aang here. My dragons would be all in on killing this dragon. All right, they're all in on it. But he luckily gets to do 2-on-1. Oh, gosh. Aang is sour cream and Dunyan, I think. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's not letting me select multiple. Come on, there we go. Aang is hiding too. I unfortunately did not have him duck back behind the hill. They both fail. He does have his resistance. And Mirage is going to use its legendary resistance. We're going to use the damage roll, 10d10s. Oh my god. Oh, that's so much damage. Aang is resistant, but he takes the full of that. Mirage succeeded, so they both take half. And that is enough to finish off Aang. And with that, Aang, the elemental cultist. My keyboard is not letting me do this. There we go. Rip Aang, the elemental cultist, as he fades away with his armor of resistance on. Just not enough, unfortunately. All right. That's its turn. Now we are at Drogon's turn, but first, we get a rend attack. We get a rend attack. And actually, I forgot to mark the first one. Okay. It hits. It hits. And I don't think Drogon has any more. He does not. Yeah, it was almost a 2. It's... I don't know what to say. I can't... Dieter! Dieter coming in, giving the heroes a chance! No way! Okay, and at a clutch moment, Dieter healing over 300 points worth of damage. No way! No! Mirage bends down for a second, and you see as it tenses up, and all of a sudden, all of the char marks from the lightning. Richard! Hearing... Richard healing Drogon! The battle is anyone's! Also healing almost 300 damage. No way. Okay. That is insanity! Richard healing the young blue No. Oh my god, every time I think a side has a chance. And yeah, and you're right, Rick did. Okay, yeah, Jerem's right. Rick bought Mirage, the good dragon, and now he's healing the the monsters. This is amazing. Turtle says we need to go to sleep, guys. Jesse says he's fighting himself at this point. No way. All right, we have a full heal on everyone here. And it's Drogon's turn. Mirage did his rend attack. He's down to 1 legendary action. We know what Drogon's going to do. First thing he's going to do is roll for his lightning breath back. He gets it back. He's going to fire that thing off. That is too funny. You guys are insane. Insane. Dieter, I can't remember. Is that the first? Because I think that if it is the first, you get a new title over in the Discord. Okay, we need to do a dex saving throw. And he is for sure. It sure is. You are absolutely getting a new title over the Discord. Oh, 16, he fails, but he's going to succeed instead. That might be his last one. He's got 1 more legendary resistance. It's dragon on dragon action here at this point with... Guys, look. Okay, we have Ancient Blue Dragon. Epic battle with its child, the young blue dragon, going against this ancient white dragon, who theoretically slightly lower leveled, might not have a chance. And then You got this tiny little death block firing off pew-pews from the other side of the river. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Not doing anything. Alright. So it's going to save anyway. So we deal the damage, but it takes half. 96. Yowzers. Half damage, though. So it takes half. 48. Okay. All right. All right. We apply that. Join us next week where we see if Sisyphus can ever make it up the hill. It's a pretty large boulder. All right. I'm going to sleep. I bet on monsters. LOL. Oh, yeah. I did forget to make that one. Oh, lucky for you, Tortle. I forgot to... Oh, no. That's Jay. 1 second. I forgot to make that one private. That's funny. 1 second. 1 second. Because I will forget if I don't do it right now. Sorry. I know this is a lull in the moment. Permissions. Make it private. Sure. I might need to add permissions later. But I'll fix that. Okay. Do I have to save it? Oh, I do have to save it. Okay. So theoretically, that channel should be gone now. Sorry about that. The lull in the moment is gone. Night Daisy, if I caught you, thank you so much for hanging out. I apologize if I missed you leaving. You reminded me of something. Okay. Drogon took its turn. Gets its legendary actions back. Okay. And the Ancient White Dragon is going to use its final legendary action. Mirage here. Is going to strike against Drogon. 1 second. Using a rend. Come on. Good guys need a crit here. I mean, it's a 14. I rolled the wrong dice, but I'll let you guys keep it. I always forget. 19. Apply that damage. Okay. Now it's the Deathlock's turn. Wrong dice, don't keep it. All right, let's see what would have happened here. Uh, 22 would have just hit. It would have just hit, so we're good. We're good. It would have hit. The Deathlock now only has one target. And we're doing Grave Bolt. Normal attack. That does not hit. We do another Grave Bolt. Really, the only way it can hit is with, like, almost a nat 20. So this Deathlock's doing pretty much nothing. That's its turn, but it is now Mirage's turn. And that means that Ancient Blue here gets to do a tail swipe, meaning a rend attack. Normal roll against him. Yes. That will hit. Damage. Normal. Medium damage. Not too much, but Mirage takes it, and it hurts. Okay. The way Monster Dice is going, he will get a nat 20 in just a bit. Yeah, that's fair. All right, Mirage is up. Does he get his cold breath back? He does not. He does not. So, targeting Drogon. 3 rends. Normal. Normal. Yeah, that would have actually helped a lot. And normal. Guys, I really don't know what to do. There's not much I can do. You're right, it was the wrong dice. You are correct. You are correct. So when I said I don't know what you want me to do, that's exactly what you want me to do. Got it. All right. Attack. It may matter. It may matter. There you go. There's 1. It may matter. There's 2. It could just matter. Yeah, third one's that one. But the first two hit. Damage. I rolled critical hit. That doesn't count. Whatever the number is, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. All right, normal. Damage, normal. 20 and 23. Honestly, I could have just kept the 42. It's pretty much the same thing. Okay. I was targeting. Yeah, Drogon. Okay. His health just doesn't look like it went down at all. Okay. That's the end of Mirage's turn. It is now the Young Blue Dragon's turn. All right, so these two have a legendary reaction every turn this time, except for right after their turn. Because there's only 3 creatures left. So you know what he's going to do. He's going to do a rend attack. Now this is from the monsters, so I roll the yellow dice. 11 plus. Definitely hits. Like, why are double digits so hard for the heroes? Okay. Now it's Mirage's legendary action. Well, no, he already went. It's the Young Blue Dragon's turn. Does he get the lightning breath back? He does not. So he gets 3 rend attacks. 1. Yeah, essentially Mirage is getting 6 rend attacks. Misses. Oof. 6 rend attacks and 2 Deathlock Wimpy attacks between attacks. So, no name. Welcome to the stream. Been a pretty wild one. A nat 20 for the Young Blue Dragon's rend attack. What? They don't need the nat 20. They're fine. That is insanity. Absolutely insanity. Even the baby dragon is like, nah, ma, I got you. Jeez. It is Drogon's turn. Loadeddice.org. So, Drogon attacks with its rend attack. Oh, I'm sorry. It gets 7 rend attacks between attacks. That's a double digit. It's definitely going to hit. But then we get the rend attack from Mirage. That's 31 damage to Mirage. Unless Mirage hits like 3 nat 20s in a row here. This is looking no good, ladies and gentlemen, for the heroes. Nat 20! There we go! Okay. I mean, I'm not saying that's turning the battle around, but it's turning some morale around. Am I right? 35 damage. That's it. 35 damage. Are you kidding me? All right. Oh. I didn't take Drogon's turn. Drogon needs to roll to get its lightning back. It does not, so it takes 3 rend attacks. Rend. Normal. Here we go. 15, double digits, it's gonna hit. I don't know when the last time Drogon rolled single digits. Double digits, it's gonna hit. And finally. Okay. All right. Damage. Normal. Damage. Normal. Damage. Normal. This is crazy. Poor Mirage. Apply, apply, apply. Oh my god. If you say so, the Infant Dragon Wormling does 80 damage on a bench attack. A nat 20 gets 30 from an Ancient. On a... Okay, I don't know if I understand what you're saying. The Infant Dragon Wormling does 80 damage on a belch attack. A nat 20 gets 30 from an Ancient. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Got it. Got it. On the breath weapon? Yeah. Is that what it was? Was it 80? I don't remember what he rolled. Is it because he did the 3 attacks? I need to do legendaries because it's now Drogon's turn, but before that... Got it. That's my fault. I was just misunderstanding what you were saying. Totally my fault. Rend attack, normal. Definitely hits. Damage, normal. Or did I just do Drogon's turn? I did. I need to not do this. Drogon already went. Drogon just went, right? So it should now be the Deathlock's turn. But before that, Mirage is going to use its legendary action. And it's going to use Rend. Oh, nope, doesn't count. Whatever it is, doesn't count. Oh, man, that would have been good if it counted. All right, let me go back to here. Click here. Target here. All right, attack. Normal. Oh, there you go. That was a big one. Big one, baby. That's what the Deathlock needed to roll to hit anything. 23. Okay. Deathlock's turn. Targeting here. And we roll 2 of the Grave Bolts. 17. That is going to hit. Of course it's going to hit. Why wouldn't it roll a 17? The second one misses. Damage, normal damage. Apply. Okay. It's the end of the Deathlock's turn. It's now Mirage's turn, but before so, Drogon attacks Mirage. Mirage attacks Drogon. It's Ancient Dragon on Ancient Dragon action. Okay. Definitely going to hit. Dude, that plus 16 is crazy. Apply. And then we are going to attack with the Ancient White Dragon. Okay. Rend attack. I'm on the right side this time. It's a 3. That's a 3, so it's going to miss. Classic. Now, let's see if it gets its cold breath back. It does! Look at that. Yeah, Dieter, I'm with you. I don't think it would help very much. He's going to move here. Not necessarily out of the melee range of the young blue dragon. And he is going to... It would be smart to use cold breath, right? Yeah, absolutely. Use the ability here. And he's actually going to hit all of them. Oh, yeah. So, he's hitting everybody here. He's going to hopefully finish off this Deathlock. Select, select, select. We need con saves from these 3. Oh, wait. I have to make that not count because I've been making your hero rolls not count. All right. Let me get rid of this now. Someone rolled an nat 20. I don't know who that was. The Deathlock did, but still failed. Drogon's going to use the legendary resistance. The other 2 fail. All right. Let's see what kind of damage we get from this cold. Maybe we can get some high numbers. That was a really good one. 67. 67. We got half for Drogon. The Deathlock is finally dead. After all that time. Oh no. Whoops. Accidentally deleted all. Accidentally deleted all. Okay. The young blue dragon did take a good bit of damage there. And that was Mirage's action. Ryan, welcome to the stream. Pretty intense dragon battle we've got going on here. And we're going to... That's the end of its turn. So, end of Mirage's turn. Drogon gets to attack. Ladies and gentlemen, this may be the final blow of the night. Depending on what kind of Rend attack we get here. It does hit. It does hit. It's a weak attack. There's no way this one finishes Mirage off. Wow, that was a lot of big numbers, though. That was a lot of big numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, Drogon comes in with its claws and in Draconic speaks to its fellow dragon. Stay in your lane. And rips the throat out with its claws of Mirage. And that is the end of tonight's Midweek Monster Mash. What a battle! I can honestly say up until the last maybe 30 minutes, there was no guarantee who was going to win. That is crazy. Like when Germ, when you bought that dragon, I thought that was it. Like the monsters were up ahead, they were looking good. Dragon comes in. No, not Germ. I'm sorry, Rick. When you bought that first dragon, I thought that's it. Good guys got it. They've got an ancient on their side. We remember pre-week 1 what the ancient dragon came in to do with the help of Sassy. And then Germ comes in with a nay. Drogon will seal the deal here. What a battle. What a battle. We're absolutely going to be making a new tier. I know we didn't reach it tonight, but this at least goes to show that we could eventually someday maybe make it to that tier. So I don't even know what color to make the name. I made gold Master of the Realm. I need to make it like, I have no idea. I don't even know. Do I have a purple name yet? Maybe I make it purple? I'm not sure. This was something, says DJ Widget. Something, says Jesse. Yeah, big win for the Monsters coming back from the last 2 weeks, losing to the Heroes. What an insane fight. Down to the mother and the child dragon here. I'm not going to say baby. It's a young one. I could have put a wormling in. But Mama Dragon comes in, saving her young blue dragon. Were those dice physical, I'd probably hammer crush them. Keep the remnant in a vial and keep it in my dice bag as a warning to the others. Yeah. As much as I want to say, like, these dragons had all the say, the Heroes with the number of nat 1s, on top of the Monsters with the number of nat 20s, or even just single digits for the Heroes, that was crazy. Absolutely crazy. The Heroes just didn't want it tonight. They didn't want it. The people on the Heroes side did, but the Heroes did not want it. Absolutely crazy. PC needed a solid reboot. The dice rolls were nasty. On top of rolling crap, we rolled 4 times in a row with advantage and missed. How do you do that? Crazy. And that was against that Cyclops. It wasn't even with the Dragon here with an AC of 22. It was against that Cyclops. Rough for sure. Yeah, Aang is usually the go-to, and he didn't want it tonight. He did not want it. That was just, oof, embarrassing for the Heroes. Embarrassing to say the least. Oh, man. But what a night. Everybody, I'm going to hang out for the next 12 minutes until we get to pull our cards. What a night. Was a setup. Can't convince me otherwise, says Jesse. Look, I get no benefit from one side or the other. I don't vote. I get no benefit from them. So, I mean, if I set it up, it was for no reason. Yeah, that's why I refuse to vote. I have zero stake in the game here. Whatever side wins, wins. If you guys go $300 on the Heroes because you only want them to win, so be it. That's the game you want. I'm thinking next week we do Towering Terror. What do you guys think? The Giants fighting all the Giants? Don't come at us with that innocent thing. It was obvious. Bat's eyelashes. Oh, man. Yeah, let me pull up the, I'll pull up the map we made last week for those of you guys that weren't here for it. Let me swap looks for a second. I'm going to exit out of this. Oh, sorry, you lost the music. 1 second. You know what music we're going to pull up. You know what music. How's the volume? Loud. I turned it down, I'm sorry. All right, so where did I put that map? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I got to pull Dungeon Alchemist first. Paid off by Big Monster Inc. I do like that. Monsters Inc. is such a good movie also. It just makes me think of that. So let me swap views for you guys now. And swap views here. Okay. Okay. So the map that I made last week. What is... Something's on my screen and stuck. What is that? Oh, we got it. Oh, okay. Jesse's making a map. I like it. I like it. Give me 1 second here. Let me exit out of this side. Okay. So, yeah, for the map that I was making for Tower of Terror. No. Towering Terror? Is that what I said? Hold on. Hold on. I have all this stuff. Wait for it. Documents, more D&D, Midweek Monster Mash, episodes, and Towering Terror. Yeah, Towering Terror. So this is what we're going to be doing this next week, I think. I think I'm going to go Towering Terror. So it is the Heroes versus Giants. And so I know we have a couple, or at least Kelvin is a crowd favorite. So I don't think we're going to have Kelvin next week because we're going to be fighting against Giants. So we're going to be bringing in the Giants. And the map that we're doing is not obvious at the moment. Where did I put that? Where did that go? Did I put it in episodes maybe? Huh. Well, that could be problematic. There's no way I didn't save it. There is no way. Hold on. Because I opened it back up for you the other night, Kate. Where did I put that? Lava map, Holy Havoc, Lava, Elemental, no. Mercenary Trail, no. Oh, no. More D&D. Oh, wait. Oh, no. What did I call it? Guys, this is not good. Rick, I'm looking for it. Oh, no. I can check to see if it's in there. Let me go. All right, I need to look at YouTube real quick and see if I saved. I gotta watch my stream. I don't have to watch the whole stream, but I gotta watch my stream to see if I had a name at the top of it. Because if I had a name at the top of it, that means I did save it. You might hear my voice for a second. Sorry in advance. Okay, I did save it. I saved it somewhere. It was called Towering Terror. Where did I save it? I should be able to search then. Whew, that makes me feel better then. At least I saved it. It wasn't. It's not in Dunes of Doom. Not Dragon's Wrath. Towering Terror. No. It wasn't Beach Mat. Where is it? All right, I'm going to use a little bit of my computing power here and search my whole computer for Towering Terror. So it's searching. It is searching for Towering Terror at the moment. Oh, I cannot believe I didn't save this in a nice spot. Where would I even have saved it? I save all my maps in the same place. I mean, it may have ended up in the trash by accident somehow. Oh, you know what? What if I... Hold on. This is taking too long. Let me go to home. Ha-ha! We've got it! Okay, so the premise behind this is we have, let me go into camera mode. We have 6 giant factions. We have the Hill Giants, we have the Stone Giants, the Frost Giants, the Fire Giants, the Cloud Giants, and the Storm Giants in that order of the ordning. So, as a small person, you're about this tall, but you come up to this giant place and like giant entry. There would be some kind of ceiling here, obviously. But you come in here. The Giants don't get along, right? So, but they need a point at which they can all meet and discuss whatever it is they need to. The leaders of each faction will come in and discuss what they need to, but they needed to be comfortable. You couldn't just have it, you know, Eye of the Allfather in the Frosty area or anything like that. So they made this palace that has an area for each type to be comfortable while they decide what it is they're deciding on. So you've got the Hill Giants here. Kind of a mess. You see that pile of dirt there. Huge chair for them to sit on. Each place has a chest, but more natural look here. On the other side, we've got the Stone Giant, who's got a nice stone chair here. Got the chest kind of built into the stones. And then a whole stone room. Then you've got the Frost Giant here. Very chilly. You can see the ice spires sticking up off the ground. You can see the blue lights, the blue icy lights, the columns here. These statues made of ice. Nice icy table. You see a little ice on the ground here. So nice and cold. Then on this side, you have the complete opposite for the Fire Giants, who have this lava flow running next to their walkway. He's got a nice fire dragon egg there. You've got the chest sitting next, nice and close in case they need to do anything with it. You've got their war plans and a place for them to forge their weapons. And these nice lava flowing statues here, just emanating out of the statue. Then we slide over to the Cloud Giant side where everything is nice and minimalistic and simple. You've got a nice little owl standing on the bird bath here. Beautiful marble chest there. And then finally, at the top of the ordning, we have the Storm Giants. Rising up from Maelstrom at the bottom of the sea. They need some water to be in. And so they've flooded their area to sit and be a bit more comfortable in. They've got a couple gadgets they use for navigation. They've got their golden octopus thing here, whatever you want to call this. Great idea by DJ Widget having this giant ship in a bottle that could be very cool story material. He said you look in the bottle and the water's moving and there's people on the ship. And then on this side, you've got their navigation plans and such. So next week, we're going to have one giant in each area. Lots of stuff to maneuver around and work with. We're going to have each type of giant and then our group of heroes that I haven't necessarily decided on yet. So that should be quite fun. The problem is I don't know what epic creatures to put. This week I had the ancient dragons. I could find some, maybe some like, yeah, I don't know. Oh, you know what it could be? It could be the Scions. I think they're like the next stop up. They're the children of the giant gods, I believe. So maybe I'll do the Scions. That'd be kind of cool. So yeah, this is the map we're looking to use next week. Beautiful map. Came out way better than I anticipated. And so the heroes should have a lot of fun stuff to play with next week. All right, it is just about midnight. Let us bring in the Discord. All right. If you are new here and you are not a part of the Discord, feel free to come hang out because we do a lot of great stuff. But we have an entire digital trading card system. The cards based entirely on the world of D&D. So right now it just shows what you've pulled in text, but I'm working on images for each one. King Travis pulling a holographic Death Tyrant here that was almost pristine. But everything's totally free. You can pull a pack of cards every day. Autocorrect. Rick almost pulling a pristine also. Dragon Spear Castle. There's a Death Tyrant. But yeah, you can open a new pack every day. If you've never done this before, on your first try, you can open 3 packs of cards. And it starts over every day at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So I see no one has pulled yet. It is 12 o'clock. I thought it was 12:01. 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We can officially start pulling. I will go ahead and pull mine. Oh, Rick beat me to it. Nothing crazy. He did get the Robe of Serpents from Storm King's Thunder. Germ pulled a nice Javar worth 304. Dieter pulling a nicer Abyss. A location card there. Mr. Nobody pulling, unfortunately, not great. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see what I pull here. Oh, Jester pulling not bad. Rod of Alertness and an Adult Gold Dragon. Very nice. I'm pulling items. Let's go, baby! The Wand of Orcus and an Armor of Invulnerability. Woo! Oh, and a Ring of Invisibility. Guys, what? What a pull. Hold on. Wait a minute. Look at this pull. What? Guys, we got a CR30, the highest card rarity, Wand of Orcus. What a magic item. Holographic, they're always holographic. The CR30s are worth 2,000. A Ring of Invisibility worth 390. And then an Armor of Invisibility that was holographic worth 1248. I'm seeing hashtag rigged. Pulls are rigged. What? That was crazy. Oh my God. To be fair, in my defense, I have pulled absolute garbage for the past like 2 weeks. I don't think I had a Wand of Orcus if I remember correctly. Let's see. Wow, had some nice jams to pull that to too. Here I am. Okay. So, items. Mind of Their Own. Wand of Orcus, I did not have that. Arm of Invulnerability, though, I believe I... Oh, no, let's go! 2 item cards tonight I didn't have. Let's go. Oh, Dieter already confirmed. Thank you. Let's go. That was huge. That brings me down to single-digit items that I don't have. Yes! I would applaud you, but I'm jealous and petty. Yeah, I feel that. Unfortunately, that doesn't give me anything to sell to make money for to buy other stuff. So, yeah, wow. What a pull. I'm tracking, remember? Oh, yeah, that's right. Thanks, Dieter. Appreciate you. What a big pull. Man. Oh, that was so good. All right. I'm picking the wrong thing. Satchmon chat is what I was looking for. GG Dieter. Dang, more save the mega rolls for us too, says Mr. Nobody. Sitting here screaming about it on stream. Wow. Immense. Immense pulls. Yeah, Tortle got lucky. I forgot to switch that over. Where was I just at? Satchmon chat. 4K worth gold valid. Yeah, that was... Oh, yes! All right. Jesse, you have a great night. Everybody, I'm going to hop off of here, too. What a fun midweek Monster Mash. Got to update your sheet tomorrow. Great night. Mr. Nobody, welcome to the stream. Unless you were already here. I apologize if you weren't. I didn't see you. But because you commented on the video, Mr. Nobody, you do get the additional gold of being a part of the stream. You just got to make sure you comment on the video and you get the benefit of 10 times the amount of peak viewership I had. So tonight, I know at one point I saw 5 viewers on TikTok. I see 14 over here on YouTube. May have reached 15, I'm not sure. And I probably had 1 in Twitch, maybe 2. So we'll say 210 gold for the night. For anyone that comments on the stream. Good night, everybody. Rick, you're an animal. Germ, you're an animal. Jesse, Widget, even Dieter coming in for the full heal. You guys are all awesome. I will get all that updated with your new titles and such. Probably Friday night is what I imagine. So, you guys have a fantastic night. And I've been watching Brad Williams. I will see you guys over in the Discord. And I'll see you next week for Towering Terror. Have a good night.